Let's start the fucking show, eh?
You're going to jail.
I will never leave YouTube.
I don't give a fuck about the fucking law. I'll beat your ass.
Don't come to my channel again. You will be banned.
I'll beat your ass.
You officially entered the wet panty zone.
Hello, you received me. There we go. Goddamn Microsoft always pots down my mic. How you doing tonight, folks? Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. We're gonna have ourselves a good little old time here tonight, I think, folks. All killer, no filler. No Heineken tonight, though. It's that time of year. I got the alcoholic smoothie. I got enough vodka in that thing to drop a walrus. I think we're good to go tonight. A lot of our lesser cows we're not going to cover. We got lots of Von Helton clips. We got, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We got Cyraxx on his new Lulzcow podcast with Wings of Redemption and that to check out. You know, this is what champions are made of, folks. When you are a Lulzcow for the Lolscows, that's you're at a whole nother level there. We got a Rev Flashback that I think you'll enjoy, as well as a little bit of new. You know what they say. Something old, something new, something would borrow. I don't know. Anyways, the whole thing together, folks, I think is going to make a pretty entertaining little show. So get comfortable. Pardon me. Let's have a little sip of this. I've been waiting for that. I just made it. Oh, it's cold. Ice cold. That's what it's all about right there, folks. So let's not waste any time. Yes, Todd, I did see J-Dubs. He's I'm a little bit jealous. He's taken his attention off of me and been putting it on to you, as well as some lovely, I see some Photoshop. So I use the word Photoshop very generously. It's more like a paint program where you put a swastika on your forehead or something crazy like that. So you are his new darling. Enjoy it. So anyways, folks, you know what we're going to do. We're going to start it off tonight. We're going to set the tone. We're going to get it on. Let's do it. Let's get right into it. Oh yeah, turn it up.
In the beginning, back in 1955, man didn't know about a rock and roll show, all that jive. The white man had the smarts, the black man had the blues. No one knew what they was gonna do, but Tchaikovsky had the news. He said, let there be sound. There was sound. Let there be lights. There was lights. Let there be drums. There was drums. Let there be guitar. And there was guitar. Ow! Let there be rock. Came to pass that rock and roll was born. All across the land, every rockin' band was blowing up a storm. Guitar man got famous, the businessman got rich, and every bar was a superstar with a 7-year itch. There were 15 million fingers learning how to play, and you could hear the fingers ticking. And this is what they had to say: let there be light, sound, drums, and guitars. Ow, let there be rock. One night in a club called the Shakin' Hand, there was a 42 decibel rockin' band. And the music was good and the music was loud. And the singer turned and he said to the crowd, "I'll let there be rock." He did. I saw him. I saw him do it. I'm Bob Scott. Who the fuck are you? Neil deGrasse Tyson ain't got nothing on this. No.
Bon Scott has just donated $2. If I knew this was going to be the legacy I'd leave behind, I would have just stuck to playing the recorder.
Ouch. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I'm kind of waiting. I saw Mo sent one too, so I don't know if I should just keep talking or just keep... you got to appreciate this, folks. This is high voltage rock and roll. Here we go.
MOE donated $2 through Super Chat. At least he's not as bad as Northwest #Lion King.
You know what, Mo? I absolutely don't know what you're talking about, but I do appreciate that. I do appreciate the Super Chat. So I'm not up on the Lion King. I'm not sure who Northwest is. But, folks, what can I say?
Thank you very much. We'll be here all night. No money. No money. No more money. No even more money. Oh. We'll be right back after these messages.
He never had soap in his entire life. Never had soap. Never had soap. These are supposed to be high IQ. These are supposed to be the final prophet, final message. He never had soap in his entire life. Never had soap.
I dig it.
You dig
I
it,
dig
baby.
it, man.
I dig it.
I got a puppy here. I want a rally fry. Whoa, what's my fingers, you little brat? What's my fingers? Where you at, Sharpie dog? There you go. They love rally fries, just like Daddy. They love rally fries. Oh my God, you're gonna kill your dogs. Well, then fuck you. No, I'm not.
They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Who said they're gonna kill the dog?
I remember as a boy, we had 13 dogs. 13. Of course, we lived out on a big farm back then, too. I had 13 dogs, man. And we give them scraps all the time. Never hurt them a bit. Well, no, you got all that propaganda on the internet. Oh, you can't give your dogs this and you can't give your dogs that. It'll kill them. It'll kill them. It's poison. You know. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, dumbasses. If it's poisonous for a dog, it's going to be poisonous to me too, you idiots. A dog is a mammal. We are a mammal. A dog has a heart, lungs, liver, kidneys.
They're also another species, so some things like chocolate are like poison to dogs. But that aside, Vaughn, I think the point is you've answered your own question, because a lot of the shit that you eat will kill you. Though in some weird Von Helton paradox, I do think all the salt and additives, the sodiums and the Mountain Dew has somehow encased him under his flesh that is keeping him alive while rotting the outside. It will preserve him. He'll be nothing but a kind of worn pulp at the end with just blinking eyes. With that face, folks, right there, with that face. That's the Von Helton sex face.
Just like we do. If it's poisonous for that dog, it's going to be poisonous for us too. Common fucking sense, folks. It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Oh boy, them doggies, they sure love rally fries, man. I hate every time I make rally fries, they got to have some of the rally fries. Something else. But yeah, man. It was.
You're gonna kill your dogs. Keep feeding them French fries.
Oh God, yes. It's just so. Well, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, you go on the internet, every fucking thing you give your dog. Oh, it's gonna kill your dog. It's toxic. It's full of fucking acid and viruses and pigs and dogs and cats and rats and give me a break, dude. What the fuck, man? Psychological fucking warfare. Like I said, man, you know, we had 13 dogs. I lived on a fucking farm that we gave the dog scraps all the time. We only had one death, and that was Blackie Sr. And he died because it got extremely cold, and he was very, very old anyway. And he was frozen to death. We went out there and he was frozen. There was nothing we could do. You know, so I mean, you know, but that was the only death we had. We didn't.
You said, what should I do?
Oh.
What, Postal? You better fucking believe it. Go.
MOE has just donated $2 through Super Chat. This coming from a guy who killed several dogs.
Yeah, I was just going to mention Von Helton's kill count as far as dogs. I mean, 13 on the farm is pales in comparison to how many's died under his trailer. Speaking of that, you know, this old dog we left out in minus 40 weather. Remember, Von Helton talks about how you could die in seconds in the cold of Kentucky, right? So there was nothing he could do except for maybe like let it into a warm place, like actually give the dog shelter, other than digging their way under a trailer. Remember, this is before the trailer, folks, so they were just free-range dogs, apparently. That, you know, and apparently none of them died. All 13 or 12 of them are still alive, because the only one that died was Blackie Sr., and that was because they let the dog freeze to death. So, anyways,
none of the dogs died from scraps. Sorry, you fucking evil son of a bitches that post all that shit on the internet. Not one dog died from eating scraps. Not one. Not a one. Amazing how that shit works, isn't it? So, I mean, so what is all this shit on there? Oh, you give your dog peanut butter. If you give your dog, I don't know, pasta. You give your dog pasta. Okay. We'll be right back after these messages.
Shit. Sorry, I'm like trying to find something to goddamn spit in. No, so he was definitely drunk the other day. Definitely drunk, but he wouldn't admit that he was drunk. And, everything he said made no sense at all. Like, nothing he said made sense at all. And I asked him several times if he was drunk, but I should have known he was drunk because of something he told me earlier. So yes, he was, but I don't need his answer on whether he was drunk. It's just he wouldn't admit to me whether he was or not. And, he literally said, what I'm about to say is going to be mean as fuck, but I don't give a shit. And then said, Josh is a fucking idiot. Josh doesn't know how the real world works. And then talking about, you know, he wants to like, no, he didn't claim that he was sober. No, he didn't claim that he was sober. No, he wasn't fucking sober because I'm not going to say it on here, but...
Because I'm like a stuffed turkey for Thanksgiving. Stick me with a fork. I'm all done.
Rua Honey Badger has just donated 20,000 Indonesian rupiahs through Super Chat. When Von talking, my veterinarian ass triggered.
I bet. I can only imagine. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you, and thank you very much for the Super Chat. And let's get back into this. This is, I believe, Fat Photog captured this moment, so...
I should have remembered that few hours later down the road. No, he was drunk, definitely. I don't need his he was, and I know how he gets when he's drunk because I've seen him in fucking person, and my God. Does he not repeat himself over and over and over again? But, anyways... Yeah, so, yeah, he said, what I'm about to sound, it's gonna sound mean as fuck, but I don't give a shit. Josh is a fucking idiot. He doesn't know how the real world works. And then talking about how, like, he wants Josh to, like, get a job at the bank and stuff, and, like, he was talking about training him in, like, transactions, and, okay,
Can you imagine King Cobra working at a bank? Back it up a bit.
Okay, transactions, dude. Like, what about that? Like, God, he's a fucking weirdo. Josh already has a job, and Josh doesn't have the qualification. Josh even said himself, I don't have the qualifications for that. I'm kind of glad Josh doesn't live near him anymore either. At first, I was kind of sad about it. But confirming that he is what I was, like, worried about. And, you know, some people were not wrong about how I'm going to have to go back and be like, okay, all that stuff, I believe you. I believe that was him. Who else would it have fucking been? Had to have been him. Who the fuck else would it have been? Yes, Josh has what Aaron wants. That is abso-fucking-lutely yes, that is true.
Gatus deletus.
We'll be right back after these messages. Without further ado, let's get into it.
I've got a message for all the scumbags, losers, killers, and haters of this world.
Supernet must be punished.
You say you know it all, but your words just fall. The Von Helton, you're always wrong, always wrong, always wrong. Words like a misguided song. Always wrong, how long will it go on? Thought is always wrong. Thought is always wrong.
Damn, I missed. Fast little bugger. About this thing to hopefully catch gnats and fruit flies, and it puts off a blue light. To its credit, it did catch a mosquito and a moth. But I'm sitting here watching a gnat. Now these are super gnats. They've drank my fluid, my saliva, and so they're super gnats because they got the secret weapon in them. And I'm watching these gnats just walk right across that sticky tape like it ain't shit and just fly away. I'm like, damn. You know, I mean, it catches everything else and sticks it fast, but not these super gnats. No. We drank Von Helton's saliva, and now we're super gnats. We can literally do whatever we want. Just walk across the sticky like it ain't shit. I'm like, holy shit. These gnats are incredible. But see, they drank my saliva that had that secret weapon in it. Builds your immunity, kills all viruses, funguses, parasites, kills bugs dead that are inside the bug. Kills the bugs that are inside the bug. Parasites mostly. And fungi and parasites and bad bacteria and shit like that. And so they become super gnats. And I got this blue sticky, and they hit that blue sticky, and they just get up and they just walk away. It's like, fuck. You know, meanwhile, everybody else is held fast, you know, but not these super gnats. No, they just walk across it and just fly away. I'm like, damn. I'm sitting there watching that shit live while that happens. It's like, oh my God. Crazy. Anyway, I mean, I even pushed some of them down into it, right? And they just get up and walk away like it ain't shit. Like, see you, bye. We're out of here. Like, what the hell? Super gnats.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Are there any grasshoppers left, or are they gone? They're gone, right? Yeah, you've ate most of them. I did not. I had 5. Yeah, okay. Well, then there should be tons left. Yeah, I know they're gone.
More than 5. You had 5 yesterday.
You gave me a stack of them. That's like, other than that, I had like 2, so I had like total of 7.
No, I saw you sneaking a bunch.
I have, Shanny, I only eat 1 or 2 at a time. I don't take an entire roll.
I ate 1.
I have like.
You see how we're bickering over food?
Yeah, it's because it's. There's not much in the house.
I don't starve you.
No, you don't.
I just want to have something to myself for once.
Something to yourself for once?
Yes! You got your peanut butter all to yourself. You have your granola bars all to yourself.
Oh my God, all of this peanut butter and granola bars.
I don't even ask for any of that, but you eat the less of mine, and I have to be okay with it.
Are you... Is this real?
I don't even ask for that stuff.
You can't chew this, and you don't like peanut butter much. You said yourself.
I know, but you can't let me have anything to myself. You have to eat everything. Everything. I can't have anything to myself.
This is insane.
Well, you can have your granola bars and your Jif. Why can't I have something to myself?
This is absolutely insane.
just so you can hang out with some ugly fucking guy. You're disgusting. They all care for me. I'm all alone in this world.
Hey Quasi, I don't know how long I've been awake. No, I'm not okay. I fucked up real bad. Stop taking this. Yeah, I know. Get out, Rev. You need to get out of this situation, bro.
Aren't you supposed to be proving how much you want me?
She is abusing you. Run, Rev, run.
Whatever. You ain't gonna do what you said you were gonna do.
I'm reading the chat and I'm supposed to answer every question. That's what I'm supposed to do. You are the victim.
Yeah, he's the victim.
Everyone can see it. You don't want her abusive, toxic love. She's an abuser. You are the victim. Get out. Save yourself. Please, we are begging you to please, God, run.
Yeah, I'm the abuser, but he cheated and he left me alone.
Run, Jason. We're not your enemy. Listen to the cops. They were right. She's abusive. Get out. Please, Rev. She's gaslighting you. Yep, I know it.
Oh, this is how you prove to get me back, Jason?
You did gaslight me.
How did I gaslight you?
You tell me I'm lying about things I'm not lying about. She burned through all your money, dude. Get out. Man, you're like Johnny Depp, man.
Wow. Wow. You hurt me, and you're going to continue to hurt me?
This is what the audience is saying.
You're going to continue to hurt me?
This is what the audience is saying.
Well, good. This is not proving you want me back. This isn't you admitting to your faults.
I already admitted everything.
You didn't admit it on there.
And?
Shouldn't you tell the people what you fucking did?
I think everybody in the community knows what I did.
Oh, so you're not going to admit it on your channel?
Yeah, I will. I'll say the whole story right now.
No, you're not going to admit it on your fucking channel. I can't with you, Jason.
I'll say it. I'll say it. I'm doing what you told me to do, which is read the chat. That's what I'm doing.
You're supposed to be saying you want me back.
I do.
No, you don't. Not if you do this. And you could try to make it seem like I'm abusive to you when I'm not.
It's what they're saying. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you everything. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Okay, because that's
you're a piece of shit.
Yeah. You don't ever hear me doing that with her, calling her names and.
Oh, you liar! You call me names every day, and now I'm gassed up, and now I'm the wrong. I hate you.
So here's what happened. A couple days ago, I started getting.
It wasn't a couple days ago. It was Tuesday.
It was Tuesday.
When you got out of jail.
No, it wasn't that soon that this happened. It was a couple days ago that I started getting tons of friend requests on Facebook, and I learned pretty quickly that the majority of them were female prostitutes. So what did I do? I decided it'd be a fun, stupid idea to troll the shit out of them. By saying, hey, you're hot. Hey, here's my dick pic. I thought it would be funny.
And then you told them where you were.
So?
Why don't you say that?
I told them where I was. Wow, when it's on my profile that I'm in Scranton, Pennsylvania. So anyway, I did that, and it's been made now.
Asking for sex. You were asking for sex, Jason.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, you were. Shall I read another text of yours?
Go ahead. Read all my texts.
God, you're such a liar.
So that's what happened. That's all that happened. I never met a prostitute for sex. I never paid for sex. Nothing.
Yeah, but you sure asked about it.
Trolling. Yep.
And giving your dick pics to women.
Trolling.
No. It's not trolling, Jason. That's not how you troll people.
No, I know about everything they're saying is get the hell out now. You're abused horribly. Get out.
Yeah, get out.
I am.
Get out. You don't love me. You never did.
See, I did this for her. This. I look like this now. And that was for her. This is for her.
How many women have I found you talking to like that?
They're all saying that's not cheating. That's not cheating. That's right, it's not.
Oh, wow. Now he's justifying himself.
They're all saying it's not cheating, and that's correct, it's not. But anyway, that's how this was taken and perceived, and that's everything that happened. That's all that happened. But the cops were waiting for me outside, and they had a pamphlet for me and said, you are a victim.
You are so
You have rights.
manipulative, Jason.
This is what happened. I'm telling the
So
truth.
honestly manipulative.
I'm telling the truth of what happened.
Yeah, telling a woman where you're at. To saying, meet me at the park at Marywood.
So?
Saying you want to eat her ass. Saying you want to eat her pussy.
I was trolling all of it.
That's not trolling, Jason.
Yes, it
You were
is.
looking for someone. And I'm not foolish enough to not believe that.
You can make it whatever you want. It's not what it was. So that's literally what happened, man. You know?
Yeah, make it like it's not a big deal, Jason.
It was a big deal because it's a big deal to you.
It's not a big deal to you?
She needs to be arrested, Jason. Call the cops now.
For what?
That's what she's saying. They're saying
I'm
this.
literally lying on my bed.
Tell her to leave if she's unhappy. They all want me to call the cops right now.
They call the cops on me and tell them I'm lying on the bed, crying my eyes out because you did that to me. Just call them. Take me away. Take me out of my fucking misery.
I want you happy. My face fucking hurts.
Fucking dance anymore.
Shanny. Hey, Shanny. Shannon. Baby girl. Hey. You have your boys and
I don't have my boys. You took them from me.
And you have me too.
You piece of shit. You took them from me. You took my babies away.
No, I didn't.
You took my babies away and I hate you for it.
You couldn't take care of them yourself anyway.
Go fuck yourself. You piece of shit. You took my babies away.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
I have nothing anymore. Nothing to live for.
That's not true.
And I hate you.
I know you hate me. You've hated me for a long time.
You've gotten in trouble so many times with pornography.
Yeah.
And you do that. You do that. Looking for another woman. And don't let him manipulate you. I will show the fucking text and I will drop them all on Twitter.
So? Who cares? Everybody's heard it already.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares that you hurt your wife, right? Who cares that you don't console your wife after she loses her kids, right? Who cares? It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal that I lost my children. It's not a big deal that I have to go through all this fucking shit to get them back because of you.
I didn't do anything.
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. You didn't care if you kicked Zachary. It wasn't a big deal for you.
I have atoned for that.
You've atoned for shit. Because you repeat same shitty fucking evil behavior. You didn't atone for shit, Jason.
And you give strangers more forgiveness than me.
I give more forgiveness?
To strangers.
How much more forgiveness should I give you, Jason? All the times you said, I'm sorry. Give me another chance. Sorry. Give me another chance.
Yes, I remember hitting Zach, and that's why I say it's atonement. I remembered it.
Piece of shit. You took my whole life away from me.
You ran into my life and insisted that I take you in, and I did it.
I hate you. You took my whole life away from me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, got everything I had, yeah. Yeah, you're right, chat. You're right. Everything you're seeing in the chat's correct. But I'll repeat it again what happened. I was getting plinged on my phone constantly with obvious call girls. So I trolled them, acting like I was going to be a John to them. That's what happened. And it was made out to be crazy. So that's it. That's literally it. Now I have to spend 24 hours in here, so that's an obligation I have.
Hey, Jason. I have a question.
Yeah.
Come here.
What?
Come here.
Come here? Why? What?
Yeah.
You have everything left to live for, Shanny. Yes, you do.
I have nothing left to live for.
Shanny. She's in the bathtub trying to cut herself. My wife is not right, and she never was when she came to me. She's psychotic.
I hate you. I hate you. Lord Jesus, please help me.
Shanny, you're gonna...
Jesus, help me.
Shanny, you're gonna force me to call the ambulance.
Please, Jesus, make this go away. This pain, make me go away, Jesus.
I think I'm gonna call the ambulance, guys, okay? Yeah. I'll be back.
We'll be right back after these messages.
You know, people get hurt where I work at, and people are like, "Ah, fuck that person." It's like, are you fucking kidding
You doing
me?
all right
Fuck
over there,
them.
Vaughn? I thought you fell off the face of the earth for a second.
I know. Is Vaughn okay?
Vaughn's getting
I
money.
changed his
Vaughn
shirt.
got some money. Vaughn
got some money.
Damn, that was a big wad of cash.
Yeah, Vaughn's got money.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
you got your rent?
Oh, today's the first. Tomorrow's the first, so it must be payday for rent day.
All right. Vaughn's got income, people. Anybody else got income like that? Nope.
One. Unfortunately, it's gone before, I put it in the bank even hardly. 20, 40.
How much money is it? 300?
Yeah.
I think the rent is what, 500 of trailer.
Well,
500 trailer?
his is 300 because he's doing repair work to the old Larry Frost place. The place Larry Frost was living in, is pretty badly damaged, and so
I'm surprised that the fires didn't have to cut the fucking window out to get him out of the trailer when he left. He's so fucking goddamn huge.
Actually, they had to remove the front door. I heard they had to remove the front
Get
door.
Larry out of the fucking trailer.
Yeah, dude, he's huge. He's fucking huge. He's a beached whale, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I heard that. I heard they had to remove the front door to get his ass
came
out
in
of
and the fire.
But yeah, the dude's making
Joey
repairs, and so I'm taking a little off the rent while he's making repairs. I mean, that's I'm trying to be neighborly about it.
Well, good.
you know. And
How
we're
about the
gonna,
other renters that feed you every once in a while? How they're doing?
yeah, they're doing great. They're doing fine. And I'm going to get, like I said, I'm going to get rid of the squatter and get some more people in there, and everything will be all right.
What squatter? Is that Larry's old house or what?
No. Larry's old house is the one that come out to pay. The squatter is down there at one of the houses down here and down the road. And I got to get her out of there because she was belligerent with the neighbors and made all kinds of threats and shit like that. I can't have that. I can't have that.
Is she a crackhead?
You can't have people coming around threatening your rent. Man, that's
well, they were threatening the neighbors too, not just the renters. They were threatening the neighbors too. See, I can't have that. I can't have that shit.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got to get rid of that person and get some. I've already got some people lined up. Believe it or not, I've already got people lined up. So, like I said, this person was being belligerent and causing a riot and shit like that. And see, I can't have that. I can't.
Well, no, I don't blame you.
I have to be able to live down here. I have to be able to interact with people down here. I can't.
You are now a businessman because you have properties now. So
correct. I am literally Baron Erwin Eugen von Helton. I am literally.
Yeah, you are.
That name right there. That name with that title on it is literally me. That is literally me. We'll be right back after these messages. I'm a model fucking citizen. I'm so goddamn clean I squeak. I know that not even a fucking traffic ticket. I tried to, I had to pay Frost's lawyer. They wanted me to pay Frost too. I said, I'm not paying somebody that stole $32 million from me. I'm not paying them. Sorry. Go fuck yourself. But I paid Stivers because I figured it might, there might be some legal ramification if I didn't. But the thing of it is, you don't pay the lawyer that loses a court case. Okay. I've never heard of that. When I took real estate law in school, nobody come up to me and said, hey, Vaughn, guess what? If you lose your case in real estate law, don't worry. You still get $1,500 from the plaintiff. Ain't nobody come to me and told me that shit.
Right.
Nobody come and told me that. Okay. So it's bullshit. It's bullshit. You don't get paid if you lose your case.
No,
you don't. But they had me paid. Stivers comes to me. Oh, you got to pay me. Judge Lewis said you had to pay me. So I paid the man $1,500. But I'm going to get that money back on appeal too. Because that's bullshit too. And then the bank shiced me $2,000.
What?
The bank shiced me $2,000. Who is Blaspheman?
Serious question. How do you afford like 3 properties and I can't even afford my own apartment? Apartments in Ottawa are like $1,800 for a single bedroom.
Well, see, the thing of it is, this is my inheritance. These are my inheritance.
Bills per month is what he means. How do you pay your monthly bills?
I'm renting out the properties. That's how.
Speaking of which, did you get your monthly rent? It is the first.
I got the rent for
I
one
was doing a
property.
show last night, and man, Vaughn was coming in and making it rain like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Got
like $350 or something.
Yeah.
Cool. That's like a month's worth of groceries.
The money from the other renters today. Dude, I got back from the grocery. And it was a pretty full cart, and it's almost $200. Almost $200 for a bag of grocery food. So I just got back from the grocery today, so I know I was just at the grocery. It's
well, goddamn, a pair of swim shorts today cost me $45 fucking.
But yeah, I don't doubt it.
But they were nice and they were pretty smooth. So.
Well, why the fuck didn't you buy some from my goddamn Etsy store? All you got to do is tell me what design you want. You tell me what design you want, and you buy it from my Etsy store, and you wouldn't have to pay $40.
I didn't know you sold swim shorts.
Fuck yes. Let me see what the goddamn price of my swim.
Fuck, I would have bought me a pair of Vaughn shorts, man.
Let me see what the price of my shorts is.
Can't go return them now. I ripped the tag off, but
you already ripped the tag off.
Yeah.
Well, you can still take, as long as you got that tag, you can take it back. As long as you got that tag, you can take it back. So, but you gotta have the tag. You still got the tag?
I don't think so.
You still need another pair any goddamn way as a backup. Want a pair of swimming trunks, Solar?
No, hell no.
Why not?
I don't go swimming much, bro.
You don't swim? No.
No, I'm a heavy metal guy.
You have it. Well, I can get you a pair of shorts that says ACDC on them or something. As long as I can get away with it. I can put guitars on it.
More along the lines of like Marshall amps and.
There you go. I can do that. Now that I can do. I can put amps, guitars, and musical instruments and all that. I can put all that
on there, maybe.
Oh, we got speaking of faggot, we got a faggot in the room. Hey, little blue fag, how you doing, Blue?
Yep, there he is.
What's going on, Blue? Cat got your balls, that Blue.
Yeah, I hope you get cancer there, J-Dubs. Tell me, Vaughn, how come no trolls in jail, Vaughn? Hey, Vaughn! Hey, Vaughn! How come no trolls in jail, bitch?
Because they're dead, you dumb motherfucker. They're
I'm
dead.
not dead.
They are dead.
Name one.
I got a video of me interviewing UK troll. 15 trolls are dead.
Name them.
Well, for one thing, you've got that fucking bitch.
What's that for, Vaughn? What happened?
I went into the kitchen and ants had found my cupboard and they got my last snack cakes, the little bastards. So
now here's $1 million question: did they touch the peanut butter?
They can't get into the peanut butter, thankfully. But leave it to me, man. I'm full of limericks these days for some reason. I don't know why. It's like, what the fuck? Why do I have all these limericks in my head? I don't know.
You got a little Irish in you, huh? Isn't limerick?
Oh, I probably, yeah, there's probably, well, my hair was blood red when I was born. So what does that tell you? There's something going on there. Look at you look like. Look at you going crazy. You going crazy for cheese, huh?
He's got more ancestry ties than fucking Shanny right now. He's Irish. Got some Irish in him. There's an infamous limerick I came up with years ago that I like to recite every once in a while. If you're new, here it is. I'll try to remember it. There once was a man from Manchester whom the police and CPS would pester. He said with a grin as he tugged at his chin, "If Mouse was 13, I'd molest her."
Is that what you want? See, I want a piece of cheese, Daddy.
I want a piece of cheese, Daddy.
All right, there you go. All right, get down, you little brat. I'll tell you what. It's a good thing your brother ain't here, because he'd want this other piece. You know what? Your brother'd want this other piece. I don't know where the hell he's at. He's doing something, I guess. So you got one and he didn't. So don't tell him now.
Ooh, don't tell him.
Mm-hmm. I can do some tight tights. I can do short shorts. I can do swim trunks. I can do pants. I can do the baggy pants. I can do sweatpants. I can do anything. Just tell me what you want. You want fucking guitars? I'll put guitars on it. I can make you a coffee mug with guitars and amps and light shows and everything. You know, full stage, the whole 9 yards, man. I can do that. I used to run lighting and sound, remember? I know what a stage looks like. I know what lighting looks like. I know what sound looks like. I know what all that shit looks like. I can do it. Well, this one poor girl, she was sitting there and she was texting and she steps off and gets hit by a Mack truck and dies. So there you go. Just that quick, just that easy. Boom.
There are many cases where people are texting, they're driving along, everything's great. So they got to go right through a red light, kill somebody.
Yep, somebody T-bones their ass. Yeah, happens all the time.
I don't think I've seen it happen personally, but
I think these mobile devices may end up being a good thing after all, because it weeds out the idiots. I'll look at my shit while I'm driving. Well, that's stupid. Now, but now with the advent of the electric vehicle, there's no reason why we can't have any shape of car we want. You want a car that's shaped like a fucking flamingo. You should be able to get one. Because what's it going to matter? It's electric. Over $150, and I didn't get that much, man. Like you say, I got about the equivalent of a grocery bag full, a little more, and $150. Fuck, man. See, that's why you don't do stupid shit like that online. Because some people, you know, they get a wild hair. They say, "Oh, well, if he's fucking hurting kids, I'll get me a baseball bat. I'll go out there and I'll kill the motherfucker." Because that's what people do sometimes. Sometimes people ain't all there, and they just fucking, you know, they go online. And they say, "Oh, well, Von Helton killed his wife." Oh, really? And then the next thing I know, I got somebody at my door wanting to kick my ass. You know, don't be doing shit like that, trolls. It's not fucking funny. Once I started going up the hill, towards Manchester proper, that's all they did for the rest of the trip there. You're gonna win. You're gonna win. You're gonna win. I'm like, I'm gonna win. What? What do you mean? He said, you're gonna win no matter what. And then he changed it. You're gonna win no matter what. You're gonna win no matter what. You're gonna win no matter what. I'm like, what? What do you mean? How could I win if he takes the kids? And they just kept pounding it and pounding and pounding it. You're going to win. It was so fucking obvious. Okay. And see, that's what I keep telling these idiots. I don't know how in the hell you know, when the gods tell you something, they're going to make it so fucking obvious that you can't ignore it, that you can't, there's no way you can, you know, dismiss it off or blow
So
it
they
off.
were saying you're going to win.
You're over and over again. You get it. And it's like, you're going to win no matter what. You're going to win no matter what. And I said, no, wait a minute. They fucking just started pounding me with it. It's like, you're going to win. You're going to win. You're going to win. I'm like, what? And then they changed it up. They said, you're going to win no matter what. You're going to win no matter what. You're going to win no matter what. Just over and over and over. And then I finally confronted them when I got into Manchester, actually into Manchester. And it's like, well, now wait a minute. If he takes the kids, that's not a win. That's a loss. They said, no, you're not listening. You win no matter what. That you know, because they're just going to keep pounding it until it registers up here.
It's actually a win half the time.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that fucking means, but that's what they kept saying over and over. The whole drive up there. You're going to win no matter what. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean, but it means something. They come out with 4 police officers one time and took the kids for no reason at all. They come out, they seen that the housekeeper was there cleaning the house. The house was clean. Everything was fine. The only thing they could, they couldn't find anything. Usually the only thing they could find is a dirty house. Well, the house wasn't dirty. Housekeeper was cleaning the house. They talked to the housekeeper on the phone. She said, yeah, I was just there cleaning the house. And so the house is clean. There was nothing they could do. And I said, well, the house is clean. Kids are fine. I'm fine. See you. Bye. Get off my property. They said, no, we can't. We're taking the kids anyway. I said, you can't do that. That's felony kidnapping. They said, we don't give a fuck. We're taking them anyway. Well, wait a minute. I told her before she left, I said, you realize now that if you leave this house, you leave my protection. And she's like, yes, I understand. I said, are you sure? I pounded into her. I said, you leave the house, you're leaving my protection. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I know what you're saying. And once she walked out that door, she left my protection. And once she did that, she was fair game for anybody. Anybody can manipulate her, control her. That John Chacon fellow, whoever the fuck he was, he brainwashed the fuck out of her. Probably fucked her 2 or 3 times himself. Who knows? I mean, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Do you? At John Chacon's house? Well, Jerry is special needs. He'll get help all for the rest of his life, as far as I know. They owe, by the way, Clay County owes Jerry $40,000 in back money, and they've refused to pay it. So that's another thing Clay County has done. $40,000, folks.
Tell Jerry to give you the money.
This is them. By the way, this is a medical fact. This is not Von Helton's opinion. Women have chemical imbalance. Okay, this is proven. This is a fact. This is not Von Helton's opinion. This is why women get hot flashes, mood swings, bloating, cramps. They get all that shit. Why? Because they're out of chemical balance. This is a fact. This is a medical fact, not Von Helton's opinion. This is why for years women were not allowed to vote. They were not allowed to hold office. They were not allowed to do anything important because it was feared that, they were unhinged, that they were dangerous, that they could get people killed. Well, guess what? Surprise, surprise. Here's Hillary Clinton, who to date has killed thousands and thousands of people.
Okay, so hey, maybe we need to revisit the idea that maybe it's not a good idea to have women in positions of power. So you got to be frugal about what you buy. You know, buying frivolous stuff. Now I did break down and buy a few candy bars. Probably shouldn't have, but I did because I mean, you know, hell, I deserve a break every now and then. But you know, I'm trying to get my weight down again. It's started in earnest.
Did you get fat again, Vaughn?
No, actually, I'm losing. I'm down to 2012, which is kind of
2012. What the hell's that mean?
Or 212, excuse me, 212. I'm down to 212. I was obviously, as you know,
You're 212.
I was at 250, and then I almost starved to death.
212, buddy.
I was at 250. I almost starved to death, and I went down to 218 as a result of starving to death over in my single wide trailer.
What?
And so then from 218, I'm now down to 212. So I'm doing
just recently you told us you were like 260 or something. I'm confused, man.
No, I was 250, not too well. I don't know. It might have been 260. It was, because that's been a while back. But I'm obviously not 250 anymore. So
3 months ago, I don't know.
I'm obviously not 250 anymore. So I'm slimming down slowly but surely. This tire iron is disappearing. The spare tire rather, disappearing, and it'll be gone hopefully soon. And then everybody gets to see my six pack again. Yay! You get to a point where there's no going back, and I think these trolls have reached that point. They've reached the point to where they cannot be redeemed in any way, shape, or form. I can put these trolls. I can put Secular Opinion in jail right now. Call the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, have him go out to his house, arrest him, throw him in jail. He spent 15, 20, 25, 30 years in jail for what he did to my kids and what he did to my wife. And when he gets out of jail, you know what he's going to do? He's going to go right back to a Secular Opinion channel and start doing videos all over again. He will not change. I absolutely believe that shit.
I have to say, Vaughn's probably right. He's probably 100% right on that. So.
Okay. So, really, the only thing that will stop these people is for the gods to just take them out of this world. That's the only thing that's going to stop. I don't think there's anything else that will stop them. We'll be right back after these messages.
You need to back off! Enough is enough!
What's good? You got haters on your ass? You need protection.
Shadowblade Investigations Protection Agency.
Knock out those trolls with powerful MMA training.
I have been hired as a debt collector.
Get back what's yours from those dirty motherfuckers.
I bet you're probably thinking, well, if you're a debt collector, who are you working for?
Shadowblade Investigations Protection Agency.
On many grounds, I could have you arrested.
And honestly, dude, you need to get a fucking life and quit the bullshit.
Don't get mad. Get even. Shadowblade Investigations Protection Agency. The past is the past.
Creamy cobras.
All right, folks. So, Cyraxx has been picked up by this other channel where Wings of Redemption, that Boogie guy, whatever, right? They all get together. It's called like the Lulzcow podcast or something like that. I'm not going to play a whole lot of this because it is their thing. And but they have acquired Cyraxx, where Cyraxx is kind of, it looks like he's been kind of adopted as the Lulzcow's Lulzcow. And he kind of tells on himself. Now, I know there's been, with Cyraxx, if you're in the Cyraxx verse, stuff happens every day. And I know there's shit been going on, and Marty and everything else, but we're going to touch on this. And this one is called Cyraxx Self-Reports. There's been all kinds of stuff going on. They got into his Facebook, and there's something about 9-year-old post. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff with Cyraxx going on. But we're going to go. I'm going to actually freshen my drink while we just watch the beginning of this to kind of set the tone a bit. And then we'll move up where they actually get into Cyraxx. Because a lot of this is Wings of Redemption, talking about himself and shit. So, and like I said, I don't want to play a whole lot of this. So we'll check a little bit out, though, Folks, I'll be right back with a fresh drink.
Like, I've seen some of the stuff he's done. Not a fan of what he did in the past, though. Like, he's done some really shady shit in the past.
You did say Keemstar. What was that about?
Yeah.
There was a thing where somebody had made up this screenshot to make it look like he was attacking me, when in reality, he actually wasn't. Like, they made it look like, oh, he was attacking me and this and that and the other. Then I later on found out, like, oh, this is just some Photoshopped garbage that these guys made up to try to start shit between me and Keemstar. I'm like, what the
Well, I can tell you from experience, Keemstar's never going to like create a Photoshop of you because he most likely can't, and he most likely just going to come straight to you and like try to get your flag to call you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I actually at one point, because I do follow him on Twitter, I actually ended up reaching out to him and stuff. I told him, I was like, "Yo, like, this is a screenshot that I got. Like, what's going on, dude? Like, what's up?" And that's when he hit me back with, "Dude, like, I've never said that to you. I don't know what these guys are on about." And I'm like, "Thank you. That clears that up."
I don't know if we got this on recording, but you stated when you first came in, you talked about you don't know how you got drug into this. So that leads me to this, like Marty.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marty.
Like, I'm almost certain Marty didn't drag you into this, but like he was very early on in the whole.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, what makes you keep interacting with Music Biz Marty?
The fact that he keeps on doing like these like super personal shots, and basically he does whatever he can to get in my way of the shit that I'm trying to do, you know? Like, he'll break into my YouTube accounts. He'll just go out of his way and just do really messed up stuff. And it's like, for a long while, I was able to ignore it because, like, he wasn't taking it to that personal level of, like, you know, showing up to my house, trying to have harm done to me or my family. Like, he wasn't taking it that far at first. But then later on, over the years, as I'm sure some of you guys have seen, he started showing up, started doing this, started doing that. And that's when it became a thing of like, all right, you want to sit here and get my attention? Well, now you have it. What do you want, dude?
Is this
like,
the Marty that
what's
beat you
your
up?
deal?
He did. He
Yes.
Wow.
What was that? What was that like?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll get around to that. But can you say this? Has it ever benefited you from going around Marty and defending yourself?
Yes and no. Like, it definitely, like, it obviously doesn't necessarily help the long run in a sense, but it also, at the same time, it does show that I'm not just going to sit there and take someone. It also does show
Right,
that
but
I'm
has
not
it
gonna sit
benefited you? Like, from the outside looking in, at no point has you interacting with him ever benefited you other than like short-term dopamine hits of you being like, oh, I can't let this stand, right? Like, take for example the fight, right?
Yeah.
Like he went and rented an Airbnb near your house,
And I found out,
then he called you out.
believe it or not, I actually was just talking to his ex-girlfriend. Speaking on that, his ex-girlfriend, Saren, who I'm still very good friends with, I found out that he only did that because she went out of town for, I guess, like a family event or something or whatever. And because he was bored where he was at, that's when he said, "F it," came down here, rented the Airbnb, and basically kept on saying like, "Oh, you won't do this, you won't do that, you won't show up, blah blah blah." And he did that for like 2 or 3 days. It was on the third day that he was here that I found out about that. And when I saw him kept on saying that, it's like, you know what? I'm tired of this dude sitting there saying I won't do shit. So me, you know, coming from, you know, me being an army brat and my dad being military and me being raised around, you know, that kind of environment, you're always taught at a young age, like, don't take shit from anybody.
Yeah, but how tall are you?
Yeah, are you?
I'm 5'3". I'm 5'3". He's like what?
Yeah, he's got like a foot on you, and
Yeah, it's got like 100 pounds on you, easy, right?
Actually, I honestly, if I had to guess, if I had to take an educated guess, like realistically, I'd say the dude weighs almost 300 at least.
Now, did you roll up on him or did he roll up on you?
I rolled up on him because I got tired of him sparking his fucking mouth.
See, you can't do that. You cannot do that.
You ever seen this clip, Boogie?
No. Like
Oh,
I said, my
yeah.
education started this morning.
Well, maybe
about
it was
an
your
hour ago. So I'm
maybe it was your
learning
father's
as we go.
Maybe it was your father's
Yeah,
military
yeah.
background that made you roll up on him. You think?
My dad, yeah, because like it's one of those things where when I was in school, I was always that outcast kid.
No.
I was always that kid that
You
every
really?
yeah,
Oh.
I was
Well, the
that
funny thing is,
yeah,
I was
was
into music
I
too.
was that
I
kid.
play guitar as in a band. I never felt that way. But oh no, let me hear it.
Oh no shit. But yeah, like as a kid growing up, I was always that
Oh, it
kid that
sucks.
got bullied, pushed around and shit. So like for me, it was one of those things where it's like, okay, you want to sit here and talk shit. You don't think I'm going to show up. Well, everything you say that I'm not going to do, I'm going to it's really a matter of like proving him wrong is what that really was for me. It's like you say I'm not going to show
So
up,
how?
here I am.
Yeah, you
What do
proved
you
him wrong,
Yeah,
but
like
you also
what was
caught a
the
beating
what did he
for
do
no
to you? Like
reason.
what was the
Yeah,
beating like?
well, at the end of the day, dude, for me, I don't even give a fuck that I got my ass into because like us growing up as kids, you either won or you lost. At the end of the day, it don't really
Right. But like,
matter. It
Well,
don't really matter whether you.
Kiwi Farm says you lost a tooth during that. Did that happen?
No. That
Okay.
never happened. All I walked away with was a fucked up nose. I had a
What did
bloody
he
nose
do?
for
Did he
like
hit,
2 or
like
3
did he give
days
you a
after that, but that was
combo?
it.
Did he give you suplex or?
No, what happened? No, what happened was it was super wet outside that night when I went over there because it had just been raining that day, and he came out, seeing me, and when he went to hit me, he slid, and he knew that he was sliding. So to catch himself, he kind of went like this, like he almost had like his hands down like this, which then like he basically fell on top of me essentially, and he kind of was like, okay. I'm on top of him. Let me take advantage of this, and that's when he started just punching.
So you
the
didn't
living
slip,
funk
he
out of me.
slipped, and
Yeah, he slid. Yeah, he slid on top of me, and then that's when he
So like a
started doing what he was
300-pound
doing.
guy just like slipped onto you, is what you're saying.
Because I'll be honest. Well,
That had to hurt.
I went. Yes and no. Like like it didn't really hurt having him fall. What hurt was the impact of my body meeting the fucking ground at such a fucking velocity. It was like
So it's like a.
Did
it
that
felt
hurt
like
your, did that scenario hurt your pride at all?
oh no, not at all. Not at
Like
all.
it seemed like you came back and you cut a promo on him after the incident.
Yeah, I will admit, like, part of me was like, this is fucked up. Like, this dude's like 300 plus pounds. This dude's been harassing me and my family for years, kind of deal, because he has been. Like, he definitely.
All right, so that's the Marty stuff. I want to skip up where they start getting a little deeper into things and start asking about the underage stuff. So we're going to skip up. If I remember.
Doing that.
Because Kelly was having a.
I was saying I was doing this, and the fact that I turned him down, because I did turn him down, because he had tried to make a pass.
So Marty
on
tried
me
to make a
by
sexual
hitting on
pass.
me. You're moving down here, and that's how she ended up so to fight with this Heather.
Because Kelly was having.
We're going to back it up a bit. I think it's in around here.
Or however you want to say it. Right?
Yeah.
And
I know what
and
you're
on
talking
Plenty
about.
of Fish, I was.
Oh, this is where Wings of Redemption is bragging about how many women he was banging when he lost 100 pounds. This is, I just put it out there, folks. You believe it, don't believe it, whatever.
This is right toward the tail end of what my wife calls the hoe phase, right? Because I met my wife in 2014, and we've been friends for like 10 years before we got married. But like,
oh wow,
in 2018, I got weight loss surgery, and I lost 150 pounds. Let's call it. I went from 470 to 330. I found some of that weight. Don't worry, it didn't get lost for long.
but hey, that's still not bad. Dude.
When I
That's
lost
still
all
not
that
bad.
weight, my libido went through the roof, and it was hoe time. Like I was
Oh.
chasing any kind of pussy you
Yeah.
could find.
Yeah.
Like
oh yeah,
looking under
and
rocks
dude,
for it.
when you go through that.
So like
Right.
I had my Plenty of
But,
Fish
like,
account, and like I was still friends with the girl I was talking about with the pregnancy scare.
Yeah.
But like
honestly, bro, kudos to you, man. I could never be friends with someone that did that shit. Fuck that
but
noise.
about 8 months prior to getting with Kelly, like I started messaging this girl. She was from
Yeah.
New York. She was blonde. She was a
Yeah.
widow. She was
She was
like
an adult, you know.
she was Well, look, I like
Yeah.
older women.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Like I'm not, you know, like all my women can drive, but
I mean, it's relevant. It's relevant. I'm just saying. It's
yeah, well,
relevant.
she was like 38, 39, and she was supposedly a widow. She, you know,
Yeah.
blonde, you know, just standard chick. And so we're talking it, and we talk for like, there's nothing happened. Like the trolls themselves said he's fucking boring because I talked about moving mattresses and like aspirations in life where you want to go and shit like that. I'm not one of those people that like, hey,
Yeah.
here's my dick. We talked on and off for about 8 months, and like, I was. Then about, I don't know, 6 months into us talking, I started rekindling it with Kelly. And like it was so sparse at that point. Like we would talk like once every 2 weeks and like it'd be like 3 messages or something like that.
Yeah,
And
it'd
then
be like
one
something.
day
Yeah.
I tweet out that I'm going to Kelly because Kelly was having this is before we got married. She was having her first surgery to have her cancer removed in her thyroid. So she's having her thyroid taken out. And that threw him over the top. And it turns out it was one of my trolls had been catfishing me for 8 months. And he tried to use that information against me like I was this horrible person.
Yeah. And seeing that right there, like, just from a content creative standpoint, and just as someone has been through that, like, I honestly don't understand why YouTube doesn't try to get a handle on shit like that, because there is a lot of that going on.
You think of YouTube as this,
right?
you think of YouTube as this person. YouTube is basically this machine.
Right.
Yeah, and
I
you're
mean,
not
you guys
wrong.
aren't good with relationships. Should YouTube be handling them for you?
Right. Yeah, he should be setting Cyraxx up. I think YouTube should be.
Well, see, like I was saying, like with the whole candle stuff, the way that me and Heather actually met was through candle, because after she had started doing all that shit with Marty and, you know, basically spreading all these rumors that I was this god awful person, she had actually ended up getting into a fight with this Heather chick. She had basically pulled me into this group chat on Facebook and was like, hey, like this, and this going on, like this person's attacking me. So I'm sitting there talking to the two of them, trying to get both sides, like, dude, what the is going on? And just some of the shit that Candle was saying just wasn't adding up to me. So I ended up pulling Heather aside and asking her, like, what's the deal? Like, why is she going after you? Because none of what she's saying makes any sort of sense at all. Like, did you do something? Did she do something to you? Like, what's going on? And we ended up talking. She ended up explaining the whole situation. Me and her both ended up basically telling Candle to fuck off, and we blocked her. And then after, I think, like 2 or 3 weeks, we ended up just started talking back and forth. And then after about 6 months, we had actually ended up together. And then around like the 8-month mark, that's when, you know, her and me and my mom were actually talking about, you know, bringing her down here to spend a week or a month. Well, that month of her staying down here actually ended up her moving down here. And that's how she ended up staying down here. So that's kind of how me and Heather actually met, was through that up situation.
So, but let's get back to the catfish. Like,
yeah, I got a lot of questions about that.
You get catfished often, and most of the time you get catfished by people that
Oh,
pretend
yeah.
to be underage girls.
Yep, there it is.
Well, that's the thing, though. That's the thing, though. A lot of them aren't
All of
underage.
them,
A lot
I'm
of
pretty
them-
sure all of them weren't underage girls.
Who's
There's no
Katie?
reason.
Who's Katie?
Katie was a mod for my channel, and a lot of people have this thing of like, oh, you guys talk sexually and blah blah blah, when really we
You
fucking
didn't.
didn't. Like there was no sexual.
You didn't send him a
involved.
picture of your
She
penis?
was- No. It was literally just they were a mod on my channel and we talked and stuff like that. Like not in that way, but like, you know, we talked about like, you know, the streams and just different random shit. Like it wasn't like, oh, like he's hitting on me kind of deal. It was just us hanging out. Nothing sexual was
Yeah.
going on. And people were always like, oh, he's doing this. Like, dude, they're literally just a mod on my channel.
So
Nothing
what
sexual
was
is going on.
Masshole
What the
Report
fuck?
talking about when you sent your pictures to a 14-year-old girl?
So the whole thing with that was Marty took what Candle had accused me of being a pedophile, saying I was doing this, doing that, and because he has that weird obsession with me, And the fact that I turned him down, because I did turn him down, because he had tried to make a
So
pass.
Marty
at
tried
me
to make a
by
sexual
hitting on
pass at
me.
you.
No, not sexual, but I did find out that he is bisexual.
Wait, are
and
you,
I
though?
guess he. No, no,
okay.
no, no, no,
Then
no.
why
But
don't
what
why
happened was-
or didn't you have a trans girlfriend?
That's because I don't judge, dude. Like if they're
Oh,
like
you
if
had
they
a trans
identify
girlfriend?
as
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
yeah. For a while I did, and then it just really didn't work out between us. So I was like,
What made it not
Was
work
it the
out?
penis?
No, just the fact that like they had no goals in life. Like they didn't.
I mean,
want
they
to
obviously
do
wanted to be a
anything.
woman.
They
That's a
just-
goal.
Right, yeah.
Well, that's different though. Like that's different. But like they didn't want to like do anything with their life. Like they just basically wanted to sit at home, have someone take care of them, and basically they didn't want to work or
They
do
didn't
anything. And I
want to
was
be like a sex toy or anything.
Wow.
I want to go back to I want to go back to I want to go back to the 14-year-old girl because we got
Yeah, of course.
we got text between you and this girl that you think is 14 years old. I'm hearing you like it didn't happen.
All right,
like
so-
how did
so
that
the whole-
did it make
All
itself?
right, so no, what happened was, are you referring to the whole Katie thing, or are you referring to the Mastro Mafia?
Well, I'm
stuff?
interested in
I mean, if
anything.
there's
you-
multiples, let's get into all
yeah,
of them.
yeah, let's
right,
get into multiples.
All right, so the whole thing with Mastro Mafia, like I said, when Marty made a pass at me, I guess he got pissed off that I turned him down, and he didn't like that because I later on found out from his now ex that he does not take rejection or anything well.
Yeah,
at
but what
all.
does that have to do
Like,
with the
he does
14-year-old
not like-
girl?
Right,
I don't
right,
forget
yeah.
Marty for a second.
Well, I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. What happened was Marty had hired Mastro Mafia to talk to me the way that she did. On the phone call, she pretended to be 18, tricked me into sending certain photos, and it was after
you did
the
send your
photos
penis.
were sent back and forth. Yeah, but it was only after the photos were sent that she claimed to be underage, which is how a lot of
Are
people
you
are
sure
all
about
like,
that?
"Oh, you're
Because
this,
there's a text
Oh,
between you and her
absolutely.
that you look 14.
Oh, yeah.
You look 14 years
Well,
old, so
that's
it's
the thing,
okay.
though. Well, that's the thing, though, dude. A lot of these people, they like to Photoshop shit, dude. I'm not joking. Like, they do like to Photoshop shit and make me out to be this awful person.
Because
That
didn't
I'm
you say
actually
a
not.
long time ago
It's-
someone even made an AI version of your voice to make it sound like you're saying
Oh,
things
that's-
to young
yeah.
women?
And they do. And they do. They actually have done that. Matter of fact, if you want a good version of that, check out fucking
Right, and they
Big
were doing that
Shaman.
even before the
He does
technology
that sh-
existed. Really, like publicly, they were early. They were early on. Right?
What happened was the AI stuff, it was like fairly new around that time, and they knew that. Like they saw that and were like, okay, we can make money off this guy because of this fucked up situation. How can we fucking do this? How can we make money off him and make it to where he's isolated and are
But
not
Chance,
able
you got
to
caught
do
twice
anything at all?
from Asshole Report. In fact, you're on record as saying
Actually,
when she
hold on,
asked,
hold on,
no,
hold
no,
on,
no,
hold
no,
on,
no, no,
hold
no,
on,
no.
hold
When
on,
she
hold on.
asked you,
No, 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 no,
when
no, no, no,
she
no, no,
asked-
shut
no,
the
when she
fuck
asked
up.
you,
No, I
when
wanna
was the
know-
last time you
Tommy,
got
shut the- no.
catfished? You said you.
Hold on, let
So
me-
this has happened more than
no.
once.
No, it has not, dude. No, it has not. That whole thing. Are you referring to the other situation?
I'm
Are you
referring to a
that
video that
Tim
I
Chaz-
saw when you were asked point blank.
What
Oh,
video?
come on, Chance. Let's be honest here. You're in a million streams.
What?
And
No,
I'll tell
wait.
you if you let me finish. When you were asked, when was the last time you talked to a 14-year-old girl?
Well, let me-
and your
all right, then let me-
response was,
let me-
the
let me
last
count.
time you
Let me
catfished
count.
me.
Okay, then all right, then let me ask you this. Why was it that the last time that when I confronted her about why she did what she did, why was her answer because you give off foul vibes? And to boot, in that same call, she proceeded to hit on my stepdad while me and my mom were in the room. She has a history of doing this shit, man.
Well, you
Look
keep
her
going.
shit
Like
up, dude.
I
She
can
has-
imagine she does because you keep falling for 14. These people clearly state that they're 14 years old, and you keep going for
But
it.
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though, dude. They're not underage. They are of
Yeah,
age. And what I'm doing
but they're
is
telling you they're not, and you're
No,
fine
they're-
with it.
Wow, you are so.
No, I'm
fucking
not.
stupid,
Believe
bro. I
me.
swear
No.
to God. Actually, you
sure.
are, dude. You add, dude. Like, what's your deal? You
Yeah, what do I
fucking
deal?
jackass?
I don't know.
Like,
I'm
what's
not
your
talking to
endgame?
14-year-old girls, and you're
That is
lying.
definitely
Hey,
not a
hey,
deal.
all
for
right,
sure.
all right, all right, okay, all right. If you're not sitting here messing around with pedophiles, why the fuck you got Boogie up
Oh,
here,
Boogie's
bro?
a
Oh,
pedophile.
go
Boogie's a known
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
pedophile.
yeah.
Let's hear about how
I
I'm
don't
a
think
pedophile. Go ahead.
Boogie's
Dude,
girlfriend's
what,
over
what,
18.
what you?
And she's 21. Yeah, she bought a
Let's put it
drink
this way.
legally
All right,
last night,
let
but
me
whatever.
hold on.
Go ahead, no
And
problem.
obviously, clearly I am because we have
No,
you on. Because you keep falling for this over and over and over again.
You, bro. And let me tell you right now, you jackass. You think you know,
Yeah.
bro?
Well,
You're
it's all
just
on
an
the internet. Unless there's like some magic
Fuck the
AI.
internet, dude.
There's some magic AI just
Dog, let me
messing
tell-
with
Hey,
you.
crackhead. Hey, Schmidt, why don't you sit down and shut the fuck up and actually read it? Why don't you sit down? Nah, you're a crackhead, motherfucker. Like, what do you do on free
I've
time?
seen you.
He
No,
doesn't
what
look
do
at all
what
like
do
a
you do?
crackhead,
What do you
Cyraxx.
do?
Maybe more
Hold
like.
on. No,
Oh, it's
but
true,
hold
though.
on. What do you sit there and do with your time? Sit there and no. What do you do for your time, man? Sit here and make people look
Not
like
talk
fucking
to
idiots for
14-year-old girls is
entertainment?
one of the things
That's
Sean
garbage.
does.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, bro. Maybe if motherfuckers like y'all motherfuckers would leave me the fuck alone and stop
Chance,
going at me,
I'm not
I
going at
might
you. I'm
actually
giving
be
you a
able.
place
No,
to
hold up.
vent your
No,
opinion. Yeah.
you know. I'm talking to
You
this.
called me a
No, I'm talking to
pedophile.
this
I
Tommy
was
dude.
here to be your friend.
No,
Trying to
hold
help.
on, boys. And Tommy, let me tell you something right now, motherfucker. I know you're
Mike
kind,
Hyde?
motherfucker. You're a smug little motherfucker that thinks he's a badass, but really you're a
Oh,
chicken.
really?
That's all you are, bro. You're an internet fucking shit talker that thinks he knows everything. Man, let me tell you right now, dude. I don't listen to the internet. The internet don't mean shit to me.
You're all
I
over
don't
it.
owe the internet
You're all
nothing.
over it. You're
I
on.
don't
You
give
actually
a-
have more
I don't
airtime than
give a-
I do, and I've been
Man,
in the
you-
podcast for 10 years
You
straight.
think I give a Bruh, you think I give a
Yes.
you think I give a fuck?
Yes,
I
you
don't
do.
give a
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
you do.
Duh,
Yes, you do.
duh. Hey, Wings, does this face look like somebody that actually gives a because clearly I don't. Little jackass
You look
like
like
you,
an
bro.
extra from
No, little
Deliverance, if
jackass.
that
Like, you got
means anything.
catfish.
But
No,
Your
let
face
me
is
tell
all
you right
over.
now.
It says, I give a
You think I give a shit what people post about, bro? I get motherfuckers like you on my chat all the time, bro.
Well,
you
yeah,
ain't
I
no
get
one
you're
special.
not you're okay with them exposing
you're a
you
punk.
for talking
You're
to
a
14-year-old
punk, bro. You're
girls.
a
yeah, do you
punk.
think
No,
it's
hold
because
on.
you
No,
talk to
stop.
14-year-old
Tommy,
girls that
you're
you
might
a
be.
punk, bro.
can't trolled so much?
Hey,
I don't
Tommy,
know.
let me tell you right now, bro. You're a smug piece of shit. You're
Chance,
a punk.
Chance,
Matter of fact,
Chance.
you're no. Hold up. No, hold up. No, I'm about to say something to your ass, Tommy. You seriously need to grow the fuck up and get a
I don't
real
know. My
fucking
wife's
life instead of
42. Yours
punk
is
people.
14.
True, yeah.
Dude, let me tell you right now. No, you know what's funny? None of the shit of what you what you're telling me, Tommy, is you're more likely to believe the fucking internet. There are a bunch of
I'm more
files
likely to
themselves
believe guys that repeatedly get
well,
caught.
then that makes you
You
that makes you a
repeatedly
sheep.
get
That
caught.
makes you a sheep.
No, that makes
a
makes you a
sheep,
guy who talks to
crackhead.
14-year-old girls.
Nah, boy, nah. That makes you a fucking sheep. That just tells me
Who
that
do you
you're more
think?
than likely
Honestly,
going to
Chance, who
listen
do
to.
you think you're fooling? I mean, really? You
I
think you're
am-
fooling me?
I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
I'm telling the truth. You're a
Yeah.
sheep. You're a sheeple.
Chance,
You're a sheep
Chance,
for the
I got
slaughter.
a question, man.
Boy,
I got a
nah,
question. Like,
nah,
let
hold
me-
on,
come
hold on.
I actually have
hold
two
on.
questions when you're
No,
done.
wait,
Don't
hold
don't
on.
leave, Chance. I have some fair questions for you. I have fair questions for
hold
you.
the fuck on.
Did you stick
Hey,
one of
Tommy,
these
you
up
wanna
your
know what's
ass
funny about-
on camera? Because no, that didn't happen. Was that
no,
AI?
I'll gladly shove it in your eyes. You don't
No, you
shut
won't.
the fuck up. And yes, I am threatened.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You want to fuck around and find
No,
out, tough guy? You really want to find out?
You didn't learn
You
your
really
lesson
wanna
from
go down
Marty.
that route,
What's
boy?
the matter with you?
I don't get. What's the matter with you, you cracked out junkie? I mean, what's your fucking deal? You think you know me? You don't know.
You're all over the internet. You live
Dude,
in
that
the
was the
internet.
hard R. That was the
you're-
hard R there on that one.
Look at you. You're trailer trash, bro. Look at you, bro. Look at you sitting there laughing like you're a badass. You don't know shit about me.
No, I know
You
lots
can't-
about you.
No,
I
there's.
watched Turkey
no,
Tom's
you don't,
video. What are you
bro.
talking about?
I've
Did he
learned
make it
a
up
lot
too?
today. I've
Turkey
learned a
Tom-
lot
Turkey
today
Tom is a
about you.
pillar of the
Hold on.
community.
Yeah.
No, he isn't, dog. No,
This
he
is
isn't.
a pretty good guy. I like Turkey
Tom's
Tom. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Now, let me tell you right now, bro. There's an old lesson that apparently your ass ain't learned, Tommy. And let me tell you right now, you can't believe everything everything you
Yeah.
see and read on the fucking internet.
Yeah,
And that's
no,
what
no, I'm
you're
not
not
believing you.
understanding, bro.
That's a difference.
You don't know, no,
Do you
because
think, like,
you
is
don't
that what you tell the
understand
judge? You don't know me,
situation
judge.
fully.
Just because you see me talking to 14-year-olds, I got multiple people
Bruh,
testifying,
you are
but you
such a
don't know me.
joke.
You
are
don't know me,
such a-
bro. You don't know
Yeah,
me.
you know what's
Hold me
funny?
back.
Look,
Hold
you
me
don't
back.
get it, do you, Tommy? Hey, hey, Tommy, boy, do you not fucking realize though that I have more evidence proving my innocence
You
than
know what
y'all
I would
niggas
do? I would
have
talk
going
to Turkey
against me,
Tom
bro?
and have him help you out.
Yeah.
Chance,
And you know what I would do if I was you, bro? I'd take
Chance,
that
when they
thing off your head
when
and
they
shove it
say
up
that
your
they're
ass.
14, why do you keep talking to them though?
Right.
Because he
I
cares.
don't.
And he's a
I
liar.
don't.
Because he really,
And
really
that-
cares. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I-
really?
I do.
Oh, really?
I do
Because
have a.
if a girl
Oh, by
sent
the
me a
way,
message and it was
hold
getting
on,
sexual like that,
hang on,
I'd tell her to go do her homework and I'd just
I
delete
have
it.
one. By the way, I have one thing to say to this podcast. The Lulzcow podcast. Y'all
Yeah.
are a fucking joke. Y'all are a bunch of sitting on your ass, not doing anything except with people all the time. The problem with you guys is you don't want to listen to the
I don't want to
motherfucker
believe
that's
someone.
trying
I'm
to
here
tell
to
the truth.
listen.
Yo,
I'm here to listen.
They have you
I mean, that's
over
an
a barrel,
unfair statement,
Cyraxx.
Chance.
They have you
I've
over a
not
barrel.
been mean to you at all.
No, you don't. What barrel?
I don't have you over
ain't got
nothing.
me
The
over
rest of the
nothing. I
internet
got
does. I don't
your
got to do a
bitch
thing. I
ass
just got to look at it.
Well, I do.
dog. See,
I
the
mean,
funny,
Chance,
the funny thing, no, the
have I
funny
been
thing
mean to
about
you
no,
yet?
hold on. Hold on. The funny thing about the fucking internet, dude, is the internet is full of
Yeah, you think
pussies
so?
like you, Tommy. The guys that think they know shit.
Marty
You're
kicked
a
your
fucking
ass.
stooge. You're a nobody.
Yeah.
I don't give a. You
I
think
think you
care?
care.
I
I
don't
think
give
you
a
went over there thinking
it's
he'd kick his ass.
No,
He didn't.
you're the one that cares. You're the one that
No.
cares.
You
just
You're
You
the
didn't.
one that
I
cares,
think-
tough guy.
There you go.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be sitting there running your
I did.
mouth.
Oh, his internet's flipping out.
You're the one that gives a.
I do have two questions.
You're the one that cares. Hold on. You're the one that cares, Tommy. If you didn't care, why you sitting there doing all this talk, bro?
Oh, yeah,
you ain't.
I care. I
More than-
absolutely. I love to
More than us.
expose a
No,
guy
you
like
don't.
you. Absolutely
No,
love
but-
to. I like
no,
bringing it to a
here's the
bigger
thing. I
audience
love to
too.
expose
So yeah, in
real
that
good.
sense, I do care.
Well, guess what? No. You know why you care? Because you want to with the little guy that's being honest about
I
it.
don't think you're being
So sit the
honest.
fuck down.
I'm sitting down.
Sit the fuck down.
He is
Sit
sitting,
the
We're all
yeah.
sitting. We're all
Oh,
fat and we're all
really?
sitting.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh,
I'm
really?
not gonna stand up
What do
for
you got? You
this.
wanna
Come
stand
on.
up?
You know what's funny about it?
Come on there. Put up your dukes, baby.
Wow,
Ah, give me some spinach.
Hey, Wings.
What's
Hey,
up, Chance?
Wings. Hey, yo, Wings. No offense to you, brother. But until
You call me the
start
N-word.
getting
Don't say
better
any.
people that aren't
Don't
getting-
say it.
Because you're a
Well,
bro,
don't
you're
try to. I thought you didn't want to
rude.
offend me.
Listen, bro. I
Can
deal
we
with
dig
guys
into this a
like
little
you
bit,
in my
Chance,
chat
instead
all
of
the
just fighting?
time. No, hold on. I
Yeah,
deal with guys
not
like
very
you
well.
in my chat all the time, Tommy. You
Right,
ain't
yeah.
nobody.
Yeah.
Actually, I do. You ain't
No.
nobody special, bro. You ain't nobody.
Hold on.
You're a
Look, Chance.
nobody.
I know the anger has you, but let's
hold
anger
on.
and let's
Hold
answer
on.
some questions. I want to learn some stuff. I want to learn about you. Chance,
He's gonna take
I
care
got
of me,
this
Boogie.
stuff.
Go
I
ahead,
got
let
some-
him.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I'm such a bad guy, then why did I send YouTube all this evidence proving my?
Oh, you sent them. They're
innocent,
probably gonna throw it in the
jackass mother-
trash or not look at it or something.
Maybe if you actually start digging into these
I've seen enough.
instead of attacking people like me.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
haven't, dude. You ain't seen
Yeah.
tough guy.
The only guy talking
What's
tough
funny
around
about
here is
you,
you. I'm not.
All right, so I think we get the idea of how this whole thing turned out. If you would like to watch more, I think Lusty was sharing the link. Thank you very much. Yeah. Let's move along.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Good boy, I'm a good boy. I like Jesus.
By the way, just real quick, the little clip that I played at the beginning, which I'm going to re-show here in a second, I actually grabbed the Geek Room, actually posted this little gem. I'm going to put it up again. Well, we don't need all that stuff. Come on. Let's,
What you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Satan don't come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
Sorry if that was doubling, but yeah, something went down with the police. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but I don't think it's this stream. I don't know. He's going on. Let's just check in with Nick. Let's see what's going on with Nick.
So, I'm basically doing this as somewhat of a response to that I had failed at becoming an addictions counselor. And darn it. Reason being, I did not fail. What I did was, excuse me, I basically had completed all the classes, and the last of what's necessary for the certification is basically to do internships. Now, according to TJ, the reason I failed, which I did not fail, I simply took a hiatus off. Because at some point I just decided, you know, is this, because around the time that I stopped, around the time that I was ending my study to become an addictions counselor is when I found out that I had autism. And finding out that I have autism kind of put a damper on my faith in my ability to help people in that capacity. Because, I mean, it's a difficult job to be an addictions counselor because you're dealing with people. You know, I've got a friend who works in the field, and he's like, you know, the fantasy is to work, you know, in an addictions rehab place where the clients want help. And when you, typically when you do internships, that's not the case. When you do internships, you're going to be, now my friend, he was able to get to get the qualifications and credentials to where he basically, you know, can basically, you know, put up a sign, so to speak, and just advertise his services, etc. I'm nowhere near that point, but also, I don't have the faith in myself to be able to handle those hard luck cases. You know, somebody like Shani, Carrie, you know, all these different people, Rev, you know. Because the thing of it is like most of these people, when they're addicts, they have a high degree of mental illness. And it got to the point where I'm thinking, am I going to really be able to handle, number one, am I going to be able to handle dealing with crazy people? Also, am I going to be able to handle, not even so much handle, am I going to want to be around crazy people on the regular, right? And also in Nebraska here, they have an attitude, they have a certain attitude about addiction. They have the attitude that if you're an addict, it's because you did something to upset God. It's basically what it is, right? That's basically the whole thing. So no, I did not fail at becoming an addictions counselor. I simply took a break. Now, as far as getting kicked out of an internship, that was because Salami Nugget, someone who TJ and Carrie are getting lots of footage from, Salami Nugget had downloaded. I basically had I did a live stream when I was drunk, which I should not have. And as soon as I put it up, I deleted it, right? I was like, I don't want to have I shouldn't have did this, right? Salami Nugget or somebody had probably all my mirrors maybe had downloaded it. They had edited certain parts of it. In it, I had been lusting over images of Justine and her sisters. All of them in their 30s, all of them about Sabella's age at the time. So if you think about it, Justine's probably like 42 by now, probably. Close to mid-40s, right? And her sisters, the same thing. They're all about like 2-3 years apart or something like that. But they were wearing pajamas. It was a Christmas theme. Salami Nugget had blurred their faces so you couldn't see who they were, right? Then he put up a video with the title, Warning, Nicholas Corky Bravo, Grand Island, Nebraska, Sexual Predator Alert. Now, the internship, they had hired me, but apparently they decided to do some social media background check, which is fine, and that's when they found the video. I have repeatedly asked Salami Nugget to take that video down, but he will not. And since I don't have the video, because I was dumb enough to delete it instead of just private it, pretty sure I deleted it. I mean, I don't know where it would be. But yeah. It's very frustrating for me because, the thing with it is like, I would have thought that these people would have, like, had I known that it was going to happen this way, whereas these trolls, like Salami Nugget, we're going to do this kind of a thing and make sure that I could not get a career as a professional in any capacity. And I know my haters are like, oh, he's blaming the trolls, Well, it is kind of their fault because, yes, I made the live stream, but then I deleted it right after. Salami Nugget is the one who downloaded it, edited it, and then promoted it. The reason I lost the internship was because Salami Nugget had promoted it. See, I've got like one person watching, and it's like, it's so boring. Because like I'm sitting here trying to have a conversation with he was a criminal, basically kicked out of LA for all intents and purposes. But yeah, Tim Maris is the one who basically used me as a patsy to commit real estate fraud. He forged the documents, he forged the signatures, he was the mastermind behind it. And nobody wants to talk about that, so. But no, I did not fail at becoming an addictions counselor. And if I wanted to, I would just go ahead and, I mean, the classes that I took, they were not that difficult. And I'll admit I wasn't the best student. But at the same time, and also another thing, TJ wants to claim that I was creeping on my classmates. No, that never happened. I never creeped on any classmates in any classes ever. I was always respectful. Now, am I an awkward person? Yes. Do I sometimes misinterpret what other people say and then say things that might be misinterpreted? Yes. Because the thing of it is a lot of people, because of my autism, they can say something weird, I'll respond with something weird, and they'll take it incorrectly, right? But I'm just, you know, it really is just the autism. And it is the trolls. And the thing of it is like, I mean, I have people telling me to get a job. It's like, how am I supposed to get a job when people think that I'm a criminal? When they think that I'm a pervert? When they think that I'm a racist or a sexist or a bigot or all these things? How am I mean, because, you know, cancel culture has always happened. I mean, cancel culture, you know, kind of had its heyday a couple years ago, but even then, you know, cancel culture is still a very big thing. And it's like, you know, the thing with this is I really probably need to just write my memoir. Because, like I'm being judged and punished by a court of people on YouTube. 99% of them have no clue as to what happened. Well, I wouldn't say 90. I could say a good 80% of them have no idea what happened. All they know is Nick Bravo bad. The other 20% know exactly what happened to a great degree and are just misconstruing the facts, creating a false narrative, etc. Because that's what they do. And really, there's the only way that I could have any closure in this is just, you know, I mean, why be judged by a couple hundred, why a couple 100,000, right? Why not a couple 100 million, right? If I'm going to be hated, if I'm going to be truly, genuinely hated, well, I mean, you know, come on, Salami Nugget, you're slacking, you know? You should be, you know, promoting all those videos of mine that you have. You should be promoting those to news stations. You should be coming up with all kinds of news stories. I mean, come on. You want me to be the villain? Make me the villain. Unless you're afraid that, you know, if people actually, you know, and that's the thing, you know, it's like, the Ripoff Report, when they did that story on me, it was completely one-sided. I contacted Ripoff Report. I was like, hey, want to do a story on me? I'll do an interview with me. I'll tell you what really happened. I'll tell you about Tim Maris. I'll name names. I'll do no response. But this is what they do. This is how they act. Anyway.
We'll be right back after these messages. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
I've got a message for all the scumbags, losers, killers, and haters of this world.
Evil must be punished.
Alrighty. And that little red sign says we're recording. It doesn't say live, it says we're recording. Damn, I missed. Fast little bugger. How about this thing to hopefully catch gnats?
So we watched Fat Photog spin on this earlier. This is Nats in the Pizza spin on this, a little more extended. So folks, it's not deja vu. It's just, it's the lull, or the lulz madness. Don't get too worked up. You're not suffering. It's okay. It's just, we're just playing a little bit of a mind fuck with you.
And it puts off a blue light. To its credit, it did catch a mosquito and a moth. But I'm sitting here watching a gnat. Now these are super gnats. They've drank my fluid, my saliva, and so they're super gnats because they got the secret weapon in them. And I'm watching these gnats just walk right across that sticky tape like it ain't shit and just fly away. I'm like, damn, you know. I mean, it catches everything else and sticks it fast, but not these super gnats. No. We drank Von Helton's saliva, and now we're super gnats. We can literally do whatever we want. Just walk across the sticky like it ain't shit. I'm like, holy shit. These gnats are incredible. See, they drank my saliva that had that secret weapon in it. Builds your immunity, kills all viruses, funguses, parasites, kills bugs dead that are inside the bug. Kills the bugs that are inside the bug. Parasites mostly. And so they become super gnats. And I got this blue sticky, and they hit that blue sticky and they just get up and they just walk away. It's like, fuck. You know, meanwhile, everybody else is held fast, you know, but not these super gnats. No, they just walk across it and just fly away. I'm like, damn. I'm sitting there watching that shit live while that happens. It's like, oh my God. Crazy. Anyway, I mean, I even pushed some of them down into it, right? And they just get up and walk away like it ain't shit. Like, see you, bye. We're out of here. Like, what the hell? Super gnats. Hey, all right. Anyways, to those ballers, I got something for you ballers that I want you to see. Here's that ice wall you said didn't exist. And that little thing down there that you can barely see, that's a ship. There's the ice wall.
MOE donated $2 through Super Chat. How much money is he going to owe back to Trust?
Oh, geez. Who knows how that's all going to play out. I haven't had any updates. We have no insiders on that, unfortunately. But thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Here's the ice wall, folks. It's all proven.
And this wall goes all the way around the circumference of the Earth. Notice they didn't say sphere. Huh? Do you notice they didn't say the word sphere? They said the word circumference. You want to know why? Because it's flat, you morons. It's flat. But anyways, so all you ballers out there, where's the wall? Where's the wall? Where's the wall? There it is, motherfucker. There's the wall. That's the ends of the earth right there. There's the wall. Holding back the ocean. And that little tiny white speck down there is a ship. Let's see if I can zoom it in and you can kind of make it out. Yeah, kind of sort of Kama Sutra. That little tiny thing down there is a ship. Big ship, okay? Not just, it isn't a rowboat. It's a big ship. And it looks like a gnat compared to the ice wall. And like I said, it's called Rockefeller Wall. You can bet there's a reason behind it. Could it be because they knew the earth was flat long before we did? Could it be that maybe they came up with the whole idea of the damn ball to keep you in the fucking dark as to what we really live on and to how big Gaia really is? Yes. Isn't it funny? You know, somebody told me years ago, they said, Vaughn, go check out all the old black and white TV shows and movies and shit. And TV commercials even. Old black and white shit. Go check them all out. And I said, well, what am I looking for? They said, you'll see it you'll know it when you see it. I'm like, okay. So I'm checking out all these black and white TV shows, commercials, and black and white movies. And in every damn one of them, there's a fucking globe in the background. Every one of them. There's a globe in the background. And it's like, oh, that's different, isn't it? Yeah. Isn't that interesting? There's a globe in the background, every single damn one of them. Why? Predictive programming. Programming you to think you're on a fucking ball when you're not on a fucking ball. But what really made me mad about the ball, because I used to be big into science and space and the planet. I could name all the planets, and I could name many of the stars in the sky at the time. And I've since forgotten more than I even learned. But I used to be big on that. I used to love it. And then they come up with this claptrap. Oh, well, not only is the earth rotating on its axis, not only is it revolving around the sun, but the entire fucking solar system is careening through space at billions of miles an hour. Well, now there's a problem with that. And the problem with that is that eventually them stars in the sky is going to be in a different location permanently, due to the fact that we're careening through space at billions of miles an hour. Okay. Them stars in the sky ain't going to be aligned the same. No way. Can't. But yet they're the same every single time. Now, how you explain that? Well, you explain that because we ain't on no spinning ball rocket. We're on a flat plane, an infinite flat plane, extending in all directions. Isn't it funny that when you go to fly an airplane, you don't account for a fucking ball. You account for a flat plane. Hence the term airplane, not air ball. It's called an aeroplane because you're flying over a plane. And we ain't talking about PLAIN either. It's called sea level for a reason. Water always finds its level. Isn't that amazing? Always. There's the wall that you ballers keep saying you want to see. So there it is. Now you've seen it. Rockefeller's wall. Okay, so if you still think you're on a ball and you're still worshiping the Greek god Helios, you're a moron. Also, you're committing blasphemy. I just thought I'd throw that out there. We'll be right back after these messages.
Let me do a quick little Bond rip for you, baby. Fucking. But anyway, Dick Weasel. Fucking. Fucking. Yeah, you are. Fucking fuckers. Fucking shit. Fucking motherfucker. Fucking. Fuck a virgin. Fuck a whore. Fuck them. Fuck you after you had your fucking affair. Motherfuckers. Fucking stepbrother. Did you tell your fucking audience that? Motherfucker. Fucking whore. What the fuck? Fucking working my ass off for you. Fucking motherfucker. Fucking true. Fucking, you stupid fuck.
I didn't cheat, you.
Man. Holy shit.
What?
I'm live, man.
Oh. Oh, why are you live?
I just had to talk about American politics.
Right now?
Yeah, I did. For a second at least. You know?
I wish you asked me first, but that's okay.
No, apparently it's not. So, I just had to say this really fast. Yeah, I'm up late. Yeah, I just watched a video of Trump. And he was in New York and he was just talking about his pants. And it was so funny. But I just got to say this fast. If you don't see that you're living in idiocracy yet, like, you got to wake up. It's literally that Mike Judge movie. Okay? They had a pro wrestler president that was into, like, you know, forcing males into having sex with them. You have to watch this movie. Okay, this is the only point I'll make now. Because I came on and I shouldn't have, apparently. So, if you could find that movie free, you probably can on Tubi or Pluto or whatever. Watch Idiocracy. Mike Judge wrote it. I think he directed it. I'm pretty sure he directed it. Idiocracy. Watch that movie because it's literally what we're living in. They give you these issues that are completely, like, they have no meaning. Like everybody should have rights, right? Gay rights, lesbian rights, trans rights, all that shit. It's obvious everybody should have that right. All the rights, you know? But they make issues out of this, which it's crazy. But it's obvious when you see it. Watering crops with Gatorade. Idiocracy. Go check it out. Peace out, guys.
Oh. Hello, people. Can I just tell and just glorify God right now? That God is good and He's keeping me in peace and relaxation. I mean, I'm sore today, but I'm relaxed, and that's something that I value. I value my peace so much. And one of the gifts of the Holy Spirit is peace. And you know, no matter what you're going through, he gives you this contentment, this peace. And thank God he gives you this peace no matter what. I've just been kind of defragging everything that's gone on for the past week in the world. And it's just, it's very, it was a very hard week. So I might have to take a couple days to recuperate in my mind, because it was very traumatic things that I saw. That's what's going on right now. And I know my mental health kind of was suffering. I noticed I was getting a little bit more irritable than what I should. So I have to go back into my zone where it's just me and God, and just relaxing and focusing on things that are positive, and focusing on good energy, because that's what's really important at the end of the day. And I think that's what the Gazans really show, is no matter what you go through, you can have like this amazing peace among you. And I like that. I like that peace. And I hope more and more people, as time goes down, they can have that peace too within themselves, so they don't feel so frustrated at others. Me, I'm just doing my own thing. But I just want you to remember that if it gets too stressful, it's okay to take a time out. You know, it's okay to cope. You know, because being frustrated all the time isn't good for you. But I'm doing okay. I'm just relaxing, and I just want to let people know that it's okay to relax too. I love you guys. I'll be back when I'm like mentally like ready. It's just right now, it's just I just feel like imbalance, and I need to like find that balance. What if I do that?
There you go. You're good. Good job. That was fun.
See? Just finding that level. That's what we're doing. We're finding that level of relaxation. Probably Jason will be on later, probably giving you some Bible verse.
Yeah.
He's been working on some things.
I've been, well, it's not work. It's spiritual eyes, and people need to hear some stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be on.
So look forward to that. I'm gonna go back to trying to regenerate what was lost. Peace and Maranatha, people. If you would like to donate, we have our links on our description on our page. Me, I'm gonna relax because I'm in a lot of pain today. So you guys have a good day. I just don't want people worried about me. All right, bye guys. What?
We'll be right back after these messages.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, waiting for Vaughn to pop in. Live press conference about the deep state.
Now,
Mr. Bone says the Democrats are going to try to cheat on the vote anyway, just like 2020. We're going down, and the only thing left, well, you know what is next. Civil war is what's next. I mean, they're like I said, they're trying to divide the country. The only way Democrats win is by cheating. I mean, Democrats have been cheating since JFK. Now, I actually like personally JFK. I think he was a good president. But we all know that the Irish mob and the Italian mob help steal the
They
election
blew
in
his head off.
Chicago and Massachusetts. I
They
mean, we
blew his
know that.
freaking
That's how he
head
got elected.
back into the left. Remember, back into the left. His head was
How to
just
kill
blown
all
off.
mosquitoes in the area in just minutes.
His head was completely blown off his body. It was horrifying, man. I mean, it was. There's a
Who do you
lot of
think
people
killed him? You
saying
think it was Lyndon Baines Johnson? You think it was the CIA? You think it's the Russians? You think it was the aliens? Who do you think killed him?
they've tried to blame. They tried to blame Johnson over and over again. I don't know. I have no idea. I've seen so many conspiracy shows on that thing that it's hard to say, man.
I think my personal opinion, I lean towards probably Lyndon Baines Johnson as probably the guy perpetrating it. But like I said,
There's
no
been a
one
lot
knows.
of people.
I'll say this: Oswald was definitely a patsy, a plant. Maybe he was there, but I don't think he was the
Oswald
one
was
that
a nut.
bullet hit him.
Oswald was a little bit of an oddball, and they used him to fucking.
And
he
you
knew
just
what was
don't let
going
someone
on.
come back from Russia. Okay, he burns his American passport, tells America to go fuck themselves, turncoats, tells the country to go, becomes a Ruski, and then we'll welcome him back with open arms. I don't understand that. I don't understand.
That's why he shot
Supposedly
that
he
police
gave him
officer
information
Tippit.
too. On top of it, okay, he's leaking information to the Russians, and then we welcome him back. Okay, that's a little stinky there.
Well, and he was involved at the base where the SR-72 Blackbird used to fly out of in Japan and fly out over the Soviet Union. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I know a guy that was stationed. Well, he's dead now. My one friend Ed was stationed there when Oswald was there. It was a very interesting story he used to tell me. And they used to fly out of, I think, Yokosuka, Japan, I think was the name of the base. Yes, so think about what that meant. They were flying it over the Soviet Union, spying. Was he involved in that? Very possibly. Oswald was no dumbbell. He was much higher up than people realize, and he used to run around with a guy named George de Mohrenschildt. If you look him up, he was very high CIA intelligence, very wealthy. Yep, and then that guy that glued his eyebrows and all that stuff on that ran the air. What was that called?
His eyebrows on.
Jesus Christ, Solar! Looks like you just got out of your coffin. Fuck.
Caterpillars for eyebrows. Yeah.
Joe Pesci played him. He had a hairpiece, and he's crazy looking. But he ran the air defense something or whatever. I can't remember the name of it, but. Oswald was involved in something, man, going back and forth to the Soviet Union. They made it look like he hated the United States and all this stuff. And they had him out front putting pamphlets out about Cuba and how Cuba was great, and all that stuff. And then they would show him on the news doing this. So they're like, oh, he look at him. He's on the news doing it. You know what I mean? Back then, that was the way that you would get info out there. Have someone on the front page of the newspaper or on the damn black and white television in the 60s.
Yeah, he was what we would call an activist. Yeah, that's how you
Yeah,
get it.
exactly. I couldn't remember the word, man. An activist. You got it. You got it, man.
Right, that's how they get the info out. Yeah, he's a foot soldier. He's an activist. Yeah.
So now you got Robert De Niro out front yelling. Wouldn't that be something if Robert De Niro whacked fucking Trump? Oh my God.
He only plays a fucking dago, big badass.
Oh, I know. Did you see him? Yeah, but did you see him yelling?
He was literally crying about how Trump's a fucking a tyrant and he's a dictator. When you have Zelensky of Ukraine banning elections and declaring himself dictator for life, but Trump's the bad guy.
Yeah, Zelensky says that he will go until every Ukrainian's dead. And I'm just like, are you fucking crazy, man? He's not going to be able to defeat Russia, man. I mean, he's just not going to be able to do it. He's just not going to do it. Just not going to do it. The biggest problem right now is China.
I feel bad for the Ukrainian men and the women that live out there, and they're on the front lines, and they're dying by the hundreds a day, and it's sick. It's sad.
Bam.
I'm a hot dog.
Bam.
I'm a hot dog.
Bam.
I'm a hot dog. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog. Look at
It's
What
just,
about the Taiwanese? What about the Taiwanese being surrounded by the Chinese with their warships right now, and having to deal with the threat of them committing violence upon the Taiwanese people and going straight up the river and going into the main capital of China, which would be, or Taiwan, which would be, oh man, what is the name of that town? There's a river that you can go up to and get right into the center of China. Other than that, I mean Taiwan. Other than that, it's a big giant wall market.
that are willing to work. Plus, we got all these fucking foreigners that just poured in. We got plenty of people willing to work.
Globalists sold it out.
One
They
of
used to be made at IBM. They used to be made in Utah and Washington State. Globalists have sold that shit out. California used to make them. They've sold it all out, just like the fucking those assholes moved to China. The people that run fucking that make iPhones. What are they called? Mac.
Do me a favor. Try to get back on the PC because you're echoing. Try to jump off your phone and get on the PC. All right.
He's not echoing on my
Oh,
end at
okay.
all. Hold on. He's not echoing on my end.
Well, I'm getting a lot of feedback from him.
Hold on,
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Let me turn my mic down. Let me turn my mic
just
down,
pop the
okay?
mic down or something. Yeah.
Yeah, turn your mic down.
No, don't turn the mic down. Turn down your speakers. That's what you need to do. You need to turn down the speakers.
Oh, okay.
Don't
hold
turn
on
the
a minute.
microphone down. Turn down the speakers. That is where you're getting the feedback out
Okay, how about now?
Testing. 1 2 1 2.
Testing. Can you hear me?
All right, you're okay now. There
Yep,
you
it
go.
was turning down the speakers. That's what did it. All right, we're good.
Okay. All right, guys. I was gonna say I can put my headphones on this.
Well, yeah, you
my
put
headphones on
headphones
this
on, but you don't need to. You just need to pot down your speakers. That's all. No
Okay.
big deal.
Let me put my timer
But
back
anyways,
on.
yeah. Well, this happened a long time ago when we started importing Japanese steel. American folks,
Exactly.
a lot of you folks are too young to remember this. Okay, I'm an old fuck. I remember this shit. American steel could not be beat. Okay, you could not beat American steel. American steel would not rust. I could take you. I
Right.
could take you to a garage right now that has a Henry J in it. You know what a Henry J is? It's a very, very old American car built with American steel. You know what happens when I show you that car? You won't see one fucking spot of rust on it nowhere. Nowhere.
It's because American
Nowhere.
steel was the best.
Why?
I got
Because
my,
it's made out of
my
American
car.
steel.
Some fucking asshole must have hit my car, with their door in the parking lot of it. Because I have my door. It's nice, and then on the bottom is a little dent. I guess someone fucking opened their door too much and hit my car in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And now it's been a couple of weeks, and now I look, and it's starting to rust.
Already after 2 weeks?
A week. It was like only a week.
Fuck.
Because it's
And my
Chinese
car
steel,
is already
Barn.
rusted.
That ain't Japanese steel. That's Chinese steel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Chinese
Yeah, it
steel is
is.
worse than Japanese steel.
And
John, is the color of it black?
I should have bought some paint to cover over it or some protector.
Well, how
now
would you
I'm
know?
Well, you
fucked.
can
Now
still,
it's
hey,
like
you can sand it out a little bit. You can sand it out a little bit with some fine sandpaper
Yeah,
and
I would
put
try
some paint
sanding
in it.
It ain't too.
What do
It
you
ain't
take
all the way
some
through.
2000? What do you think? Take some 2000 grit and just sand it down a little bit.
Sand it
Not
down a
that
little
high.
bit.
Maybe like 400 grit.
500 grit.
So the
400
paint
grit.
sticks. Yeah.
But I mean,
What
you could
color
try,
is
as long
it?
as it ain't all the way through. Make sure it ain't all the way
Well,
through.
the paint of the is red, but you can clearly see the rust.
Well, they make matching paint of any car on the internet. You have to put a little bit of primer underneath it first.
Right.
I saw there on Amazon they have like this little. It looks kind of like this, and you can kind of like draw on your car and paint like a spot.
Yeah,
I was thinking about getting that. You think those things are good? You think it's worth it?
I don't know. It depends on how
keep
good
the
it
rust
matches. I
away.
mean, if it matches
Yeah.
identical, then
No,
you won't be
hold
able to tell
on.
it's even there.
Builder knows cars. How should I go about painting the car?
Well, you know what I would have did? There are guys out there look up paintless dent removal. There are guys out there that'll take these things and glue this stuff on it and pop that dent out. And then they also touch it up so that you can't listen. I seen a guy touch a dent up that was this big around, dude. And the paint was out of it and everything. And he spray painted that thing and hit that thing and hit that thing and blended it right in there. You couldn't even tell it was done. And the car was blue. He did it on. Normally on black, you can get away with it. Blue. It was fascinating. What these guys can do
guy in my
nowadays in
neighborhood
a
that
garage
said
is
that
unbelievable.
Amazing, yeah.
the guy in my neighborhood
It cost
said
the
he
guy
would
like
fix it up
$400
for.
bucks.
You think this is a good price? The guy I got a price quote from a guy down the block. He told me we would do it for
How much?
$450. You think that's a good price? $450.
How much? How much? How much?
$450.
450.
That's
How
blended
big,
and
how
everything,
big of a bin are
probably.
we? I mean, is it
Nowadays, that's
He
not
said that
bad.
he can get rid of the rust. He can get rid of the dent. He can get rid of everything. He said.
Well,
Nowadays, that's cheap because just to paint
Yeah,
a panel's $1,000. That's
I
if
was
it's
going to
not
say,
even
but
dented.
see, that's a whole panel, though. I mean, if it's a little tiny spot
Yeah.
big, 450 is going to be kind of high.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
Vaughn, he's got to
gotta get
blend
it
it out.
but
He's
the
got to
rust-
clear it.
The problem with rust, it spreads.
It spreads,
The
yeah,
rust
exactly.
Spreads. It
Yeah,
fucking
you don't
destroys
see
your
what's
whole
on the
car.
inside,
The
right?
fucking door's
Yeah.
squeaking. Every time I open the door,
Vaughn,
you hear
oh
a
yeah,
fucking
fix it if
squeak
the door's
now.
squeaking. Because Vaughn, he's going to take a hole this big and he's going to sand it out like this,
And
and
it's
then
going
he's
to end
going
up
to
being
paint it
this
out
big.
that way.
Yeah,
He's
I
going to
know.
blend it.
I know how
Yeah,
rust
get
is.
it
Trust
fixed,
me, I know
John.
how rust is. I lost one of my favorite vehicles to rust. I had one of my first vehicles, even if not the first, was a 1970 Ford Torino station wagon. It was possessed, by the way.
That's actually a cool car, man.
It's a
Ford
very
Torino
cool
station
car.
wagon.
Oh my God, I loved it. Had a 302
The
Boss
Torino is
engine.
my favorite Ford.
It had a
Torinos
302
are probably
Boss.
my favorite Ford.
It had a 302 Boss engine in it, and it
Oh,
but
wow.
it was possessed. It was
They're
possessed.
400 horsepower.
But the thing of it is that I lost it to rust, unfortunately, which was kind of sad.
Wow. That's
It,
a really cool car.
it was
Torino
a very
station
cool
wagon.
car.
They're
It
very
was
rare.
bone white. It was bone white, and it was a 1970 Torino, which you you're hard pressed to find a 1970 Torino these days. But it was
They're
a
normally
Torino
green.
wagon. It was a Torino wagon, and it was just bad looking as hell, man. Like I said, it had a 302 Boss in it. I put some mag wheels on it, some slotted mags on it, man. It looked awesome. It was great.
Vaughn, my neighbor Johnny Patterson has a 429 Cobra Jet Torino, all original. I'll have to show you
Oh yeah,
pictures
all
of this thing.
original. Yeah, they
It's
put big
brown.
motors in them. Yeah,
It's brown. It's beautiful,
Well, see, they
man.
put the
It's
big
all.
motors in the
I think it only has like 29,000 miles on it or something like that. It was bought.
Yeah.
It was brand new.
They put the big motors in them wagons because they expect
Oh
they
yeah.
expected you to carry kids, carry luggage, pull a boat behind you and all that shit. And so you wanted a big
People
motor
have
to be
no
able to,
clue, man.
because the
428
big
to
block,
429 Cobra Jet. The
well, see,
heads are this
the
wide.
big block is what gives you all your torque. See, the big
Yep.
block is a lot of
Oh
torque,
yeah.
and you need that if you're towing.
Yep.
Torque is actually more important when you're towing than horsepower, believe it or not. Believe it or not.
Yeah, and if people want to know the difference between torque and horsepower, it's real simple. You take a new drill, a new electric drill, and when you hit that trigger, it don't matter if you're 10 RPMs or 50 RPMs, you're still at that crazy amount of torque.
Yeah.
That's what torque is, that power. That
Yeah.
you go to grab a hold of that thing and it'll twist your wrist
Draw-
around and
draw
snap
power.
it. Damn, that's what torque
Or
is.
snap your wrist if you grab a hold of it.
Yeah.
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 Then that's why electric motors kick the crap out of freaking gas motors right now. Hey, John.
All them electric
well,
motors. I have to let me give Elon Musk props about one thing. He figured out how to get them damn electric motors to outrun a fuel injected turbocharged race car. I saw this live. They had a Tesla and they had a racing
There's
car
a motor in each
side
corner
by
too.
side. They
Yep.
had a racing car and a Tesla side by side. The Tesla smoked that fucker, no problem, right off the line.
Hey Vaughn,
It's like,
let me show you the. Hey Vaughn, have you seen the Rimmit?
Is you can only go like 200 miles, and you need a
Now hold on
charge,
a minute.
and you're sitting in the
Hold on a
parking
minute.
lot
I'm
for 3
aware of that.
hours to charge your car. How
Well-
the fuck are you going to go from New York to California on a road trip?
Well, you
if every
can't.
fucking
Hang
2
on a minute,
hours
John.
has to
You
pull over to
can't.
charge and
It's
wait
getting
another 3
there.
hours?
You
That
can't.
don't
It's
make
getting
no
there. It's
sense.
getting there.
It don't make
No,
It's
no
you
getting
sense.
can't.
there.
You can't.
It's
You
getting
can't.
there, John. They're making advances into charging systems and stuff. It's getting there where you can charge a whole car in 15 minutes.
When are they going to get to the place
pull up
where
in
they're
the
not?
Walmart parking lot, and some cunt in a Tesla is literally sitting in the parking lot. And I asked him, why are you sitting in the parking lot? Oh, I went shopping at Walmart. I went an hour shopping for groceries. Now I still got to wait another 2 hours to charge. I'm saying you had to come to Walmart to charge.
Now
You
there
waited in
he's
the
got
parking lot?
one of the ones that Listen, he's got one that just came out a few years ago because the one's now 20 minutes and you got a 70% charge. Let me show. Hey, I want to show you something, man. The fastest car in the world right now is something called a Rimac Navara. They're 3,000 horsepower, dude. Again, they're 3,000 horsepower. They're electric and they go 400 miles. Again, 3,000 horsepower, dude. This thing blows the fastest Bugatti away like it's nothing. You are going to shit your pants when you see this thing. John, I'm going to send you the link on Facebook because I have no other way to send it to you. You ain't going to believe it.
Electric car is good for a short distance.
You don't have his
If you're
email.
going for an hour drive, that's great.
We just talked via email the other day, Solar. What do you mean you ain't got his email? We just talked the other day via email.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, I can send you the email. Hang on a minute here. I'll send it to John so he can show it.
Send it to him via email.
John, and this thing can go 400 miles, so you're wrong.
But no, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. John is correct because the problem with the electric car, first of all, go look at all them nasty holes they put in Gaia, getting that damn iodine or whatever the fuck it is out of the ground. That is
John. Look at your Facebook.
That's sickening what they're doing to Gaia. But anyway, the thing about the electric car
John,
is
you mean the holes from the
he's listening to you.
Yeah.
But in extreme heat or extreme cold, what happens to a battery? Any battery, doesn't matter what kind of battery it is. When you encounter extreme heat or extreme cold,
they
that
only
battery
have a lot
drains down to zero every
The
time.
electronic components sometimes fail, but depending on what you're doing, you can achieve superconductivity under certain circumstances. But a lot of these batteries and shit, they have trouble with them right now.
Well, the thing of it is, in extreme heat and extreme cold, the battery's going to drain down to zero. Then you're fucked because then you're stranded out in the middle of nowhere, and there's nothing you can do.
But Vaughn, in an electric car, okay, or in a gas car, let me ask you something, okay? The reason why here's this car, you guys see this thing. I was just going to send you the video. I'm going to send Vaughn the video real quick.
Hold on, let's take
the
a
reason
look
why a lot of times
give me a second. Let's take a
you
look.
are going to shit your pants.
I'm sitting in a Ferrari SF90 Stradale, and I'm going to have a drag race against the new Rimac Navara. Can you believe it?
That's
now,
the electric.
Runway in Croatia, brought this car along because they're making some bold claims about that car. But before I talk you through the details on that, I'm going to tell you about it.
True, its stock must be tanked.
Put that up, John. Put that up, John.
John, there are fucking Teslas all through the.
Look what they're doing to
Gaia.
Look what they're doing to Gaia. Look what they're doing to her.
What you mean? Do you mean Ghana, Africa?
Gaia is the name of this planet we live on.
Gaia is Greek for Earth.
Oh.
Gaia is Greek for Earth.
Her name is Gaia. She's a female. She's sentient.
Where is this at? Afghanistan? Where's it at?
Like me, and she's
well,
not
that is true. They dig these huge holes for lithium, nickel, cobalt. They're
Look at them
literally
big
destroying
assholes
the planet.
in Gaia. That's horrible.
Where's that at? Where is it though? Is it in Afghanistan?
It doesn't matter where it's at. It's hurting the planet.
John, they've been digging in Afghanistan. We fucking left there. We're idiots.
These goddamn environmentalists push this fucking electric shit, and now look at what they're doing to my planet. It's destroying my planet. It's destroying
No, I
it.
know. All they had to do was run hydrogen, use water to do it too.
We've got
the
byproduct
is water.
Okay, look, we got 78% nitrogen in our fucking atmosphere right now. 78%.
Yeah.
We can't siphon that fucking shit out, burn it, and expel oxygen out the ass. Yes, we can do that. Why are we not doing it? Because they can't make a lot of money off of it because you could draw it right out of the fucking air.
Exactly.
That's why they won't do it. Because they know people will figure out a way to draw it out of the air themselves without having to pay big prices. And that's why they don't want to do it. But that's what
so let me ask you this, Vaughn.
That's what
I've been dying to ask you.
Well, it's been pointed out many times before. It's an inert gas. It can't be used for combustion.
Yes.
Instead of killing my planet. Instead of killing
So
my
let me ask
planet.
you something. When do you think these globalists that are in control of oil, because oil is not going to matter here soon if this goes through, when do you think these globalists are going to put their finger up to China and start World War III over this shit? Because they do not want electric cars to go through because they lose all their fucking money that they have in oil, and China China's the one that prospers out of this. They're not going to give these fucking globalists shit. What happened to Vaughn?
All right, there you go. So, okay, here you go, Solar. Here's the statistics. 17 million in 2024 is about 13%. I'm sorry. Yeah, 13% of the market of electric cars.
Yeah.
That's about it. 13%.
But it says
no
down there
one's
the
buying electric cars.
Hybrid registrations are only 7. Listen, you can't plug in an electric car here. I went to Manchester, can't find a plug-in. Went to London.
Yeah, not where you are. They're all over the place here. I can go to any gas station and plug in.
Good luck plugging in Manchester because they ain't a plug-in.
Well, that's true for me. I can go to any place. Like I can go to Target. I can go to Walmart. I can go to Hobby Lobby. I can go to Kroger's. I can go to Pathmark. I can go to any supermarket, and there's a charging station.
Oh, really?
So it is.
Here's the only thing
stations are here.
Here's the only thing I don't understand, though, is what I'm saying is I haven't seen anything about Elon Musk saying that he's not selling any cars. Where do you guys get this shit?
They do make money. I mean, that Cybertruck.
13% of the car market's incredible. That's millions of cars.
Where's all the Cybertrucks he's supposedly selling? Where are they all at?
They're the
I should see
ugliest
them on the
fucking
road.
things I've ever seen.
Wait a minute. Shouldn't I see them on the road? Shouldn't I see Cybertrucks?
Yeah,
on the
they
road?
are ugly.
I'm not seeing them.
Aren't they ugly?
Cybertruck. I
do find them a little bit plain. I do find them a little bit.
It does look
Man,
plain.
are they ugly?
Really plain. I mean, you would think with an electric vehicle, you could style that son of a bitch to make it look futuristic as fuck, and he didn't do it.
Right.
And I think
that's the problem with the problem with the Cybertruck is
pounds.
It's too futuristic. The Cybertruck looks like it's from the year 3000. It looks like a
no, it don't. It looks like a rolling box.
It's ugly. It is so
looks
ugly.
Like a fucking rolling box. I can put more. I got more style in my motherfucking ass than that truck has. Listen, let me. Okay, look. What we'll do this. We'll do this live. We'll do this fucking live in real time. Haha. Watch this shit, motherfuckers. We'll do this live in real time.
All I know is
I'm going to show you something. Let me show you. Let me show you some
market,
shit. Okay.
They have the electric cars have two things going against them. It destroys the planet more than gas cars. Hold on a second, John. Hold on a second. The electric cars destroy the planet worse than gas. So it's not environmentally friendly like the liberals like to say it is. And the second thing is, it doesn't do it. There's no infrastructure for it. Okay, Los Angeles and New York has stuff, but everything in the middle, there's nothing there. So how the fuck are you going to go traveling in an electric car if you got to pull over and charge and wait 3 hours?
I have your answer. I have your answer right here, guys. Listen to this. Okay, listen. Nearly 1 in 5 cars sold in 2023 were electric. Now listen to this. Electric car sales were nearly 14 million in 2023, 95% of which were in China, Europe, and the United States. Europe's where they're selling at. Here is the fucking article. There's many articles about it. Because, dude, if what you were saying was right, the fucking stock would be fucking tanked. There'd be no stock, guys.
All right.
I mean, John, take a look at this for yourself. Read this.
This shit, so obviously I'm freehanding.
I mean, what stock would be going? There would be, Elon Musk is the richest guy in the world. I mean, it makes me sick too. Here it is, John.
We get to witness Von Helton's remedial art skills in real time.
To your Facebook.
All right, I'll take a look at it.
I mean, it makes me sick too, dude.
Obviously, I'm freehanding it, so it looks like shit.
I don't fucking want electric cars to take over. Huh?
Obviously, I'm freehanding this, so it looks like shit, but you get the idea.
The
idea is to have a sloped. Okay, on my truck, I would have a sloped front end, and then I would have the engine back here. It would be easily accessible. And then, since it's an electric car, I can put the engine any fucking where I want. So we put a nice sloped front end on the front here, futuristic looking front end, bubble look on the front, and then we put our engine behind the truck cockpit, and then your frame extends out to here, and then we can put any kind of bed on it we want, and it would be futuristic looking. Okay, it would
that looks like an alien sleigh.
You don't need
a fucking alien sleigh to me, bro.
If it's an electric truck, you don't need
it looks like a sleigh.
Well,
an
it looks like
alien
a sleigh,
sleigh
but
for the snow, buddy.
an alien sleigh for the snow. Well, whatever. But the point is that obviously I'm doing this live and crude, but the point is that I'd have a nice sloped front end. It would be a bubble front end with a lot of glass, so you got plenty of visibility. And you could put any body on it you want because the sky's the limit. And then your motor would be back here in the back somewhere, out of the way, because it's electric motor. I mean, you don't need to have it in the
I
front.
don't understand what you're saying here, Vaughn. I don't get
What
it.
I'm saying is that every goddamn truck I see is a fucking box, and it's starting to drive me insane. We need look the Ford Taurus revolutionized.
Yeah, but there's a reason, Vaughn, why they designed the trucks to look the way they want. Because when you're driving in a high speed, the wind hits against the car, so you need the car to look a certain way, so the wind is not giving resistance to the car.
They're like tractor trailers now, ain't they? They're getting like tractor trailers, aren't they?
No, fuck no. The trucks still look like a goddamn box, and it's time for that to change. Okay, you put me in charge of design. I will design a truck. It will look fucking great. It will look badass, I assure you. And it won't be a goddamn box.
Because you want the front to be rounded. The reason why
Todd Melico 8 donated $10 through Super Chat. Vaughn's drawing looks more like Alice on the floor while he fed the dogs.
It's thank you very much. I do appreciate that, Todd. Thank you.
It's got to die. The box has got to die. It's got to die.
The box got to die.
We come out with them damn box cars in the 1980s. They were called K cars. They were a fucking box with wheels. I was literally throwing up. They were so fucking ugly. We got to get rid of that shit. We got to get rid of the box in the truck, okay? If we're gonna go forward,
say the box has got to die, Vaughn,
or nitrogen or whatever the fuck, then we need to go with something that has a bubble front on it and has a nice long bed on the back so that you can haul whatever you need to fucking haul. If I want to haul,
I think these new trucks are tough looking. What do you think, John? I think these new trucks are nice.
If I want to haul a 10-foot,
I wish I could afford one.
Haul it. I shouldn't have any problem hauling a 10-foot raft.
I was looking at a Ford F 150. It's $80,000 for a new Ford F 150.
I was gonna say that's probably the cheap one.
That's got
they're 100.
And that doesn't
no,
even
it's
have
not,
bells
Vaughn.
and
That's a
whistles.
cheap one. That's the cheap one, Vaughn. They're over 100,000.
That's not fully loaded, so
I was gonna say fully loaded is 150,000. Look it up. The fully loaded one's like 130 grand, Vaughn.
Why the fuck
did
everything quadruple in price?
Because of these fucking stripes and all this bullshit. Well, they're fucking programming so people buy electric.
I didn't know they jumped up that much. I didn't.
China started importing their electric cars here, and they were $8,000. And they said they're on the fucking. They said they're like a Tesla Plaid, which is their best one. They said they're just as fast and they're nice and all this shit. They said the United States is in big trouble in the car market. We're fucked, man. You people, we had so many assholes in the fucking in office. They completely fucking ruined this country, man. This country's so fucked.
They're dumbasses. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Country is so fucked, man. I can't believe it. I mean, I'd love to take you to my work. You fucking see it, man. It's fucking fucked.
Well, of course. I don't doubt that a bit. I don't doubt that one bit. Of course it's fucked.
The influence that China has over everything is fucking shocking. And I don't give a fuck who comes on here and says what. It's shocking, dude. You have no idea what's going on in this country.
Oh,
man.
I do have an idea.
There's wars going on, and I work for a place that is a war machine, and they're laying fucking hundreds of people off.
Yeah.
Does that make any fucking sense? I watched tons of my friends get laid off the past 2 weeks. It's been fucking horrible. And I'm not talking about a layoff where they get called back in 2 weeks. I'm talking about fucking permanent.
Yeah.
Hundreds of people that I knew.
And then Biden goes on television saying that it's the greatest economy ever, and people are being laid off by the hundreds every fucking hour.
Had a defense contractor yet. Wouldn't you think with 2 fucking wars going on that we'd be fucking, that'd be impossible, right? No. It's really bad, guys. I can't believe it. It makes me fucking sick.
Yeah, it is sickening. It's sickening.
And people don't seem to know
America
or
is one big fucking whore that gets raped every day. Everyone takes a piece of America.
Exactly. See, what I'm told is this, okay? I'm told that when you're in Congress and shit like that, one day they just walk up to you. Somebody does, who I have no idea. And they just walk up to you with a big fucking satchel of fucking money and say, hey, what do you want to take, yes or not? You know, and they basically don't give you a fucking choice. And it's like everybody becomes compromised. That's at least what you hear. I mean, you got to wonder if it's true or not, because these fucking people that are in there just basically sold out everything. I just, it's just unbelievable what's happened. I don't understand it. I really don't.
They
It makes
care
me
about other
sick.
people than they do about their own people. You know, it's.
Yep.
No one cares about American people anymore.
It just, John, I'm just so shocked. I just can't fucking believe it. Somebody said we're roboting.
Yeah, I guess that was earlier. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's read the comments. What's it say? The Dems. It's both sides.
The Dems are going to cheat on the vote anyway, just like they did in 2020. It's what they do. Yeah. The Dems were different back then. Now they're radical. Yeah.
I saw Trump the other day. Speaking of Trump, is his thing still on? I saw Trump the other day, John, saying that he wanted people to do mail-in ballots or whatever. I thought they weren't having them this year.
No, they still have him. Trump is the biggest pro mail-in ballot that you can possibly find.
Wasn't that why he lost?
Yeah, of course that's why he lost. Yeah.
Oh, so he's saying do it this year.
Do it for him. Now he turned. Now he's saying do the mail-in ballot and do it for him. Whereas last time around,
I guess he knows if he don't do it, he'll lose then, right? He must know if he don't do mail-in ballots, he's going to lose, right?
No matter what, the fucking Democrat. You think he's going to win? Come on, they're not going to let him win. They want him in prison.
Actually, I don't think he's going to win.
They want Trump dead. They want Trump with a bullet in his head.
Well, okay, you want to know something that I found interesting? That president in Iran, that his helicopter crashed, and that, boy, I was like, wow, is that some kind of message?
What happened with the message? What happened?
Okay, the other day that president in Iran, his helicopter crashes into the side of a mountain, right? Well, that can happen to somebody else, and then they can say, oh, well, this same thing happened to the president of Iran like 6 months ago, too bad, I know what I mean?
I heard that some Republicans got death threats in the mail, like tubes of blood or something. You heard about that?
Oh, I believe that. Wow,
someone mailed a bunch of vials of blood in a package saying and with no note. It was just vials of blood. Yeah. It's like that was like a creepy message. Like, what is that supposed to mean? Vials of blood.
Look it up once. Google it once. I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah. Republicans.
Let's talk about something like that.
Of blood. Republican National Convention. Here we go. Headquarters was evacuated after vials of blood was addressed to Trump. Look at that. Look at that headline.
Wow.
Republican National Convention Committee in Washington headquarters was briefly evacuated as police investigated 2 vials of blood addressed to former President Trump. So someone mailed basically vials of blood to the fucking committee and then said it was for Trump.
Which, depending on how you get it in your body, can make you sick or kill you.
Yeah,
right?
Sure. Well, I think it was. It was more of a threat. I think that was more of a threat than anything. I mean, they're basically saying, "Here's some blood for your ass." I think that's what the message was.
Yeah, that Trump. He was at Trump Tower speaking. I don't know if he's still alive or not, but
it's over.
He literally
we saw the end of it.
I was going to say, I wonder what he said. I bet there's people analyzing it. He's I guarantee he's very pissed, you know. Guilty on all charges. Wow.
And the judge, they did something that they never done before. They said, well, if 4 juries find them guilty on one count and another 4 find them guilty on another count, well, we just call that a unanimous decision. That's not unanimous. You can't do that. And that's what the judge said. Oh, well, I'm just going to count that as unanimous. If 4 does one charge and 4 do another charge, we'll just call them a unanimous for all the charges. That's rigging the fucking court. That's rigging. That's not trial, ladies and gentlemen. When you go on trial, you're charged with a crime. You're either found innocent or guilty, and it has to be all 12 jurors. You can't just say 4 juries can say one and 4 juries say another. That's rigging it. That's not fucking right. If Solon Marshall was charged with robbing a bank and the judge says, well, if Solon Marshall's found guilty with 4 juries, I'm going to call that a unanimous. That violates his goddamn constitutional rights. What? It's because it's Trump. He's allowed to, the judge is allowed to do it because it's Trump. Come on.
Yeah.
Now.
See, and then when they see if he goes to do an appeal, right? And they say, oh, well, he was found guilty unanimously. You know, it makes the new jury think, we're wasting our fucking time here. This guy's wasting our fucking time. He's guilty. You know, on to the next one. You know what I mean? He may not even get a damn appeal. You know, they're going to turn his appeal down. You watch. You watch. Think about it. Why would they give him an appeal? You know, it's up to the New York courts. I mean, why would they give him an appeal, bro? He is not going to get an appeal, man. You know, think about it. You know, he is hated. He is the most hated man in the United States. It's amazing, dude, how many places, like if I'll go somewhere, you know, I'll just be listening in on people and stuff, and just people just absolutely hate Trump. It's crazy, man. I don't understand with the absolute hatred. I just don't. I don't get it, man. But there's people that love him too. But there's people that really hate him, John. Can you hear me, John?
I mean, look at
Oh,
you hate him. Look at Robert De Niro crying in front of the press saying that Trump's a dictator and won't leave office when he's not even in the office. Oh,
wow, let's watch
Robert
that.
De Niro
I didn't
said
see
he's
the whole
a dictator
thing.
that doesn't leave the office, but he's not even in the office. What does that even mean?
Can you pull up the Robert De Niro thing so we can watch the whole thing? It's only a couple minutes, ain't it? So we can laugh at it. Because it's news, we're evaluating it, and this is Rumble anyways. They don't do shit to you for watching the stuff.
Yeah, let's watch it, Trump. Let's do it.
Darn right, I want to see it. This ain't like we're so used to fucking that piece of shit YouTube. Here, I'll put my cam back on. There we go.
All right, here we go. I'm looking for it on YouTube.
I just want to see him yelling with these people. I remember a guy yelling. See, I saw it on my phone and could hardly hear it. And there was a guy yelling at him and pointing his finger.
Robert De Niro full. How come I can't find just him talking? Here we go. C-SPAN. Here we go. C-SPAN. I found it. C-SPAN. All right. Let me go ahead and put this in a proper way. Full screen.
Donald Trump wants to destroy not only the city, but the country, and eventually he could destroy the world.
You hear that? He said Robert De Niro is going to destroy the city, he's going to destroy the country, and eventually he's going to destroy the entire world. That's how sick Robert De Niro. That's the first thing out of his mouth. Trump is going to destroy the city, the nation, and then eventually the world. Let's hear him finish.
But we vowed we would not allow terrorists. I owe this city a lot. And that's why it's so weird that Donald Trump is just across the street. because he doesn't belong in my city. I don't know where he belongs, but he certainly doesn't belong here. We New Yorkers used to tolerate him when he was just another grubby real estate hustler masquerading as a big shot, a two-bit playboy lying his way into the tabloids, pretending to be a spokesperson for himself. He was calling it as himself for himself, to fool the press into inflating his net worth. A clown. But this city is pretty accommodating. We make room for clowns. We have them all over the city. People who do crazy things in the street, we tolerate it. It's part of the city, it's part of the culture. But not a person like Trump who will eventually run the country. That does not work, and we all know that. Anyway, we make room for clowns, to each his own. But no one takes him or took him really seriously. They take him seriously now, of course. But around the country, people who didn't know him as we did started to support him. They bought into his bullshit. Trump bought their votes with outrageous lies and empty promises. He got the most religious evangelicals to applaud a sinner.
What a liar, man. Bought votes.
And
Here's the guy, a greasy fucking dago who plays a gangster on every movie and every show he's on, kills people, a hustler, a rotten crook,
A hypocrite.
Okay, and then he's gonna say, "Well, Donald Trump is a gangster who's strong arming everybody in the city."
It's what he makes money off playing. Yes, he's a hypocrite, right?
He's a hypocrite. He's a little hypocrite.
He's a piece of crap.
He's literally saying he plays Donald Trump on TV and then calls Donald Trump out. Well, then why the fuck do you like that in the movies then? Why are you playing gangsters on the movie then if it's so bad?
I lost any respect I had for this guy. And you know what? He started getting really weird back around the time he started playing that family thing where he was a grandpa or whatever and shit. Meet the family or whatever. Meet the family. Something happened to his family, his actual family, and realized I think he had a kid die from a vaccine. I think he blames Trump for it or something like that. He blames Trump for something, but he's a big time liberal. You know, this guy hates her.
Well, they fucking destroyed the trilogy, Larry. I know.
And he's paying.
I'm surprised they didn't have to cut the. I'm surprised that the fires didn't have to cut the fucking window out to get him out of the trailer when he left. He's so fucking goddamn huge.
Actually, they had to remove the front door. I heard they had to remove the front door.
Get Larry out of the fucking trailer.
Yeah. Dude, he's huge. He's fucking huge. He's a beached whale, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I heard that. I heard they had to remove the front door to get his ass
They came
out
in,
of it.
and the fire truck probably had to have a Hoyer lift.
They
and
had
the
a Hoyer lift. That's
probably
right.
had to pick them
Very
up.
good, John. Better you're smart. Yeah, that's exactly what.
That's
they
the real
used.
reason. That's the real reason he never made it to court.
And they strap him down on the sumbitch and they pull his ass out like popping the cork on a bottle. Literally, like popping a cork.
They took a fork truck. Oh my god!
I'm not even kidding. They push the Hoyer lift through the door, strap his ass to it, and pull. And it takes about 6 guys. They pull that fucker.
I've seen that. When the fire truck pulls up against the house, and they put in a Hoyer lift through the window, and they literally pick the fucking fucker up.
They literally pull him out like a fucking cork out of a bottle. I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
that's how they do it.
Yeah,
the funniest part when the truck's going.
Understand how big Larry was. Larry was
huge.
When the truck beeps, John.
He was huge.
John, how about when the truck beeps? So it's going backwards. It goes beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, correct.
Like that to get him out. And they yank him through the fucking doorway, rip the door out.
Larry Frost was 3 of me. Larry was 3 of me. Okay, look how big I am. Larry was 3 of me. Okay,
Larry was easily 3 of you. Yeah,
he said he weighed 480 pounds or something like that.
Okay,
no,
maybe
it's more than that. I'm thinking
maybe his left thigh weighed 400 pounds.
I'm thinking it was about more than that. Yeah,
wow,
I think it's more than that. That's what I'm thinking.
Holy shit, man.
But yeah, the dude's making
John, we can't hear
repairs, and you know, so I'm taking a little off the rent while he's making repairs. I mean, that's, you know, I'm trying to be neighborly about it.
Well, good.
You know, and but
How
we're
about the
gonna-
other renters that feed you every once in a while? How they're doing?
yeah, they're doing great. They're doing fine. And I'm going to get, like I said, I'm going to get rid of the squatter and get some more people in there, and everything will be all right.
What squatter? Is that Larry's old house or what?
No. Larry's old house is one that come out to pay. The squatter is down there at one of the houses down here and down the road. And I got to get her out of there because she was belligerent with the neighbors and made all kinds of threats and shit like that. I can't have that. I can't have that.
Is she a crackhead?
You can't have people coming around threatening your
Correct.
rent. Man, that's
Well, they were threatening the neighbors too, not just the renters. They were threatening the neighbors too. See, I can't have that. I can't have that shit.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got to get rid of that person and get some. I've already got some people lined up. Believe it or not, I've already got people lined up. I just got to get them in
I
there.
bet people need places to live down there. So
Yeah, I'm busting gangbusters to get people in there, but you know, like I said, this person was being belligerent and causing a riot and shit like that. And see, I can't have that. I can't.
Well,
have
no, I don't blame you.
I have to be able to live down here. I have to be able to interact with people down here. I can't.
You are now a businessman because you have properties now. So
Correct. I am literally Baron Erwin Eugen von Helton. I am literally.
Yeah, you are.
That name right there. That name with that title on it is literally me. That is literally me.
But that was a prophecy.
Well,
right?
You know, it is. You know, it is kind of interesting because I started playing as the Red Baron in these World War I biplane games. You know, and I would always play as Red Baron. I would always play as Baron von Richthofen, always. And so it's kind of ironic, you know, and so here I am. Now I'm a real baron, just like he was, because that's what he was. He was a land baron. He owned property, and now I'm a land baron too. And so it's
that whole thing is crazy.
It is interesting, isn't it? And
it is.
And I believe now. I don't think he was Bavarian. I think he was Prussian, but I think his brother Lothar was Bavarian. But I'd have to look that up to be sure. And so I'm Bavarian. So I mean, you know, so it's kind of neat. You know, it's a
wow,
neat
that whole Bavaria stuff. What time in history did all that stuff take place? I mean, the Bavaria.
I would have to look it up myself, but I want to say the 1400s, 1500s, somewhere around there. But I can look it up.
I was going to say the 1800s, but I bet you're right. Or not the 1800s. No, I wasn't going to say there's. I mean, like 1600s, 1500s. Yeah,
that's too late. That's too late.
Yeah. So you're probably right. 1400s probably then.
All right.
I always look at it when they were making steel, and they were making blades back then. So that would have to mean they were there when, Vaughn. Very minimum, they had to be there.
Let me address the. Well, steel didn't come around. Steel didn't come around until late. You started out with iron, and then I think bronze, and then what come after bronze? Platinum, copper, platinum. Something came after that. Steel was like dead last. So I mean, you know, you did. Steel was like the last one. So I mean,
because there's a mixture of things.
Yeah, probably a mixture. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, because you used to mix coal with steel to harden it and stuff like that. You know,
something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Well, I guess the reason I'm getting that is because there was a lot of sword fights back then, and the swords didn't snap back then. So they had some kind of technology to bond the metal.
Right.
I'd have to read about that stuff.
Yeah, put me up here, John, so people knows what I'm saying. Throw me up real quick, John.
Put Vaughn up there, Vaughn. He's with John.
John, can you hear me? I can't hear you, John. You're muted.
I know. He's always muted when he first comes
Ladies
back.
and gentlemen, World War III is upon us. All the top analysts admit we're in the greatest danger of World War III ever. And as soon...
Remember, they blew that guy's arm off. pull a Ford Taurus up
Remember
once,
the
John. I
part
want to
where
see
they
that
got
shit.
the fucking shots
Maybe
is
I'm
raping the white
wrong.
woman, and he fucking blows the dick right off her, right through the skirt, blows the dick right off.
Yes, that movie had some sick stuff in it, man. You know.
And then you had that fucking white guy, that the guy from 30 Rock, the dad from 30 Rock, and he's the man, he's the criminal, and then he falls in the toxic waste, and he comes out all fucking.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
remember
man,
they
that
shoot
was-
RoboCop and they
that
just
gave
hit
me
him like
nightmares
50
as a kid.
times and he survives. They blew his arm off. He survives and everything. They shoot him like 50 times. He survives somehow. It's like, come on, man.
There's the original.
RoboCop was a damn good movie. I'll say
It was
that
a
right
damn
now.
good movie. Yeah, it was. All right,
It
there's the
was. I
original
loved
Ford
it. The
Taurus.
video game was good too. Did you ever play the video game, guys?
I never played the video
It's a
game.
sideways one. It was only 2D, but it was good.
I never played the video game. But anyway, there's
Okay,
the,
you know what? They did make Taurus. Now that I think about it, they made Taurus SHOs, and they were fast cars.
They were extremely fast.
Remember
yeah.
the Taurus SHOs, Vaughn?
Okay, the
They
Ford
had V6s
Taurus.
in them, and I think they were supercharged.
Okay,
with,
the Ford Taurus.
with
Okay, the Ford Taurus was an automobile made by the Ford Motor Company in the United States from 1986. Okay, so it was the first car with flush headlamps on the front end. It was the first one that had a smooth front end on it. No other car had it. Everybody else was K cars. They were square boxes with wheels. That's why the Ford Taurus looks so futuristic for its day, because everything out on the road was a box with wheels. The Ford Taurus was the first one with an aerodynamic front end and an aerodynamic sides and back end and the flush headlamps. That's what made it different. That's why it was included in the movie RoboCop, because it was futuristic looking for its day. Now today, the Ford Taurus, it looks pretty normal. But back when it came out in 1985, 86, it was revolutionary because everybody thought, wow, it's futuristic looking, which it was for its day. And, you know, because everybody was running around in fucking boxes. This was the first thing that wasn't a box. And that's what makes it so special. Now, you know, you got a lot of, you got a lot of GM people out there. You got a lot of GM people out there that poo-pooed Ford. You know, they'll try to smush.
No, the Ford Taurus SHOs. Type in Ford.
They're actually Google in disguise. DuckDuckGo.
No shit.
No shit. No shit. DuckDuckGo ended up being Google in disguise, so it was a scam.
That's fucked up.
Hey, that is fucked up. That's scary, actually, is what that is.
Our heads back then, which is interesting because, as you stated, and something that I wanted to get into that people don't realize, we were worried about Japan taking over our industries years ago. Remember how crazy that got on?
Yeah, they were trying to kick our ass, but you know, like I said, that's the thing about that's another thing that the Taurus
24,000.
Yeah, it was king at the time or something. It was like as soon as the game loads, that is.
And so I have to have drops the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
So you have what? You got cyborg eyes or some shit? What?
Well, they did laser surgery, so they give you, they give you stuff that's as thick as like a gel there for a while. You take for your eyes. But let me just say this: I stopped taking the shit for a while, man. Boy, did my eyes dry up like you wouldn't believe. And I had to get back on the drops again. The doctor was like, "I can tell you're not on the drops."
Oh.
Yeah, it's all prescription, dude. Your eyes dry up terribly. It's really bad. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds bad, dude.
Like this stuff I just put on there is so thick it'll last for 2 days probably. So I didn't know I had any, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I feel better from that.
Hopefully I can take this hoodie off. Still, believe it or not, it still feels kind of nippy in here though. Slide it in, man. Rooftop cube. Let's fix this one. Frame, but they're these interesting. And there it's back again.
All right, we can't end it like this, folks. We can't end it like this. So, apparently, Wilson shared a link. The Barry Mandela effect, aka Nats and the Pizza, has just, this is hot off the press. I usually don't like to share something this soon, I'd like to give them a chance to actually get some views on it. So I'll share the link if you wouldn't mind maybe giving it a like. If you're not subbed, consider that. But folks, we got to end on a high note. So apparently there's some rage in this one. There's the link. You'll be getting it before the video probably, but I think that should be it. There we are. All right, folks. Let's move forward and further.
Let me address the troll in the outside chat. While it's true that my Army time was general under honorable conditions, my 6.5 months with the Coast Guard was honorable. My 2.5 years with the Naval Sea Cadet Corps, taking a natural naval officer test, by the way, not fucking kiddie land like your dumbass thinks, you fucking troll. Naval Sea Cadet Corps was not kiddie land for me. I was taking a real test to be a real officer in the real fucking Navy. So shut your goddamn lying
Who's the
fucking
troll?
mouth.
You say
Now,
micromanager? Who's the troll? Micromanager?
hold on. I'm not done. I'm not done. Okay?
Well, who does
I served in the Naval Sea Cadet Corps for 2.5 years, taking a test to become an officer in the real Navy. I left there with full fucking honors, you dumb troll bitch. So fuck you, the horse you rode in on, and the midget pulling the fucking horse, and the monkey sitting on his shoulder. Okay, now, the 6.5 months that I was in the Coast Guard, I also left there under honorable conditions.
Well, what about the pirate with the? Well, wait. What about the pirate with the parrot on his shoulder?
Shut up your motherfucking ass. Shove it up your ass, troll. You don't know me. You don't know what I've done. You don't know how I've served my country. Because in addition to being in 3 different fucking militaries, I was also in the government. So fuck you, you goddamn motherfucking lying piece of shit troll. Fuck you. But I mean, I get so sick of the same fucking bullshit they bring up every motherfucking time. Oh, he was only general in 9.5 months in the Army. Yeah, they totally forget the 2.5 years in the Naval Sea Cadet Corps. They totally forget the 6.5 months in the Coast Guard. They totally forget that. Not to mention all the years I served in government work with honorable distinction, I might add.
Hey, you know what? 9 months ain't too bad. 2 years in the Coast Guard ain't too bad. That's something to be. I don't know why these people are putting you down. That's a lot of effort, man.
Because I guess they're jealous, John. That's the only thing I can come up with. They're just.
I mean, why would you put someone down saying they were in the military for only 9 months? Who cares? 9 months is a long time.
Actually,
man.
9.5 months qualifies for VA. Which
there you go. So I don't know. I mean, you put your body on the line.
They just want to be dicks. They want to be dicks. They're looking for any fucking thing they can to bitch about. That's all it is.
That's all it is, folks. That's all it is. Well, I want to thank you for joining me once again on this frolic through the weirdo wonderland we call the internet, folks. If you don't mind hitting the thumbs up on the way out, all that good stuff. And, it's been a bunch of stuff going on. So we'll have to get caught up soon. Until then, I want you to have a good night and a better tomorrow. And, trying to think.